it all game. We are motivated. We are dedicated. Come on now. Come on now. We will win because we are the best on the field. And we hit the field like all day light, all night light, on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this ground light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
Polo High School here at the football field here in Polo, Illinois. You got the K show. Kyle Leach joined as always by Kurt Folk. And Kurt, it's the Battle of the Blacktop week. It's something we've been looking forward to all year, or all season, and it seemed like a long week, seemed like a long Friday, but we're finally here.
Yeah, it did really seem like a long day today, didn't it? Just anticipation in the air, but it's Friday night. We're under the lights here in Polo, Illinois. Battle of the Blacktop, you said it. You circle this game. I imagine as soon as that schedule comes out, you circle this game. That's one you want to know. When do we have Polo? You circle that game. It's a big one for both schools. There's a trophy on the line. Has been for years now. So see who comes away with it today.
Yeah, should be a good one. And in the polls, in the 8-man polls anyway, it's the number one, Milledgeville, 3-0 against number 2, ranked and undefeated Polo Marcos. And yeah, you get 1 versus 2, Polo Milledgeville, doesn't get much better than that.
Why not play 1 versus 2 week 3 of the season, right? Talk about this a lot. Maybe probably not the only time we'll see Polo this year, depending on how brackets come out. You're looking at 2 perennial 8-man playoff football teams. Polo's been to the mountaintop a couple times themselves. Milledgeville had a taste of it a little bit last year, hoping to get back there again this year.
Yeah, Polo, ever since they've been in 8-man, I think they've made at least the semifinals every year. So they're one of the premier teams, the staple teams in 8-man football, that's for sure. I said Milledgeville's been knocking on the door every year. Finally got to the state championship last year, but fell short to Amboy. But yeah, anticipating another good game here. Like you said, these teams have met twice the last 2 years, and the winner of the regular season game has not won the playoff game. So they get the trophy, but they do get ousted in the playoffs.
Didn't really get the win when it kind of mattered the most. You know, you want that trophy, you want that win anytime we travel to Polo or Polo comes to us. But you think about, for me personally, and I would imagine it's close for you too, 2 favorite games I've ever called would be the last time we played Polo here at Polo. Milledgeville coming up here and getting that win, and then heartbroken in the playoffs later that year. But then last year, Polo comes to us, takes us down in the regular season, but then we got to call that pretty awesome playoff game that sent us to state for the first time last year against Polo, where we took them down. So a lot of memories made here between these athletes here at Milledgeville and Polo. So fixing to have a good matchup tonight.
Yeah, should be a good one. Both teams, I don't think either coach feels real confident. You've got 2 of the premier staffs in 8-man football as well. They know each other inside and out, who's going to run what. Like I said, everybody's scouted. Now it's what's going to be done on the field.
Yeah, big week for film watching. You know, I think Robo said he has over 8 hours in of film watching. He's got kids on the team that have 7, 8 hours in themselves. Other coaches here on that list. And anytime we've had the privilege of having Coach Alston come up and talk to us, you can just tell he's a football mind. If you talk to the guy, he knows the game. He always has a scheme. He always has his kids ready. He's got a good staff around him. You even noticed that Brock Salto's out there with them this year. That's a kid that probably sure knows the 8-man game, can help these kids out a lot. So he always has a great staff put together, and you know that guy knows the game. But Coach Robles got a great staff himself, also a football mind. So it's going to be a battle.
Number 16, Caleb Sardi. Number 40, Benny Nicholson. umpire
audio on the kick there as well, but yeah.
line judge, Jim DeBoer.
Game we've been looking forward to all year, Milledgeville and Polo, as the Marcos coming off a big win last week. They knocked off state-ranked West Carroll 30-20, gave the Thunder their first loss of the season. Milledgeville won last week 64-6 at AFC. In week 1, Missiles defeated Amboy 30-22. Week 2, they won versus Abundant Life 46-20, and then the win against AFC. Polo has beat Bushnell 50-0 in week 1. They won at Flanagan Cornell Woodland 40-20 in week 2, and then at West Carroll last week 30-20. Next week, Milledgeville host River Ridge, and the Marcos go to AFC. Go over the starting lineups here. First for the Polo Marcos. At quarterback, we got JT Stevenson. Running back, Quinton Hart and Mercer Mumford, as well as Jordan Reed will be in there at running back as well. He's coming off an injury, expected to go tonight. The tight ends are Dave Monroe and Corbin Cavanaugh. Guards are Daniel Johnstone and Wyatt Plockno, as well as the center is Cole Chestnut. On the defense, it's Rowe at defensive end with Cavanaugh. Defensive tackles are Johnstone and Plockno. Linebackers are Hart and Esteban Salinas. D-backs are Stevenson and Mumford. 7 players start both ways for head coach Ted Austin, assisted by Cliff Bardell, Matt Scholl, Tyler Meridian, Jalen Bickett, and Brock Salto. Now for the Missiles. Tonight at quarterback, we got Kyson Francis, a 6', 175-pound sophomore. Running backs are Connor Johnson, 6'1", 190-pound senior. Spencer Nye, 5'6", 180-pound senior. Tight ends, Evan Shank, 5'8", 170-pound senior. Benny Mickelson, a 6', 155-pound senior. Caleb Sarber is one of the guards, a 5'4", 155-pound senior. The other guard is Carter Livingood, 6', 210-pound senior. Center is Ian Rayhorn, a 5'10", 150-pound sophomore. Defensive line will be Livingood, Mickelson, and Rayhorn. Linebackers are Shank, Nye, and Sarber. Cornerbacks, Jaden Promenchenko, 5'7", 160-pound junior. And Connor Johnson is the other defensive back. Spencer Nye will be doing the kicking duties. Kick returner will be Spencer Nye and Connor Johnson. Head coach Jason Roble, assisted by Brad Grenoble, Austin Caravia, Cal Lingelkins, Cameron Dautine, Ryan Kendall, Cody Druce, and Isaac Tom Smith. I didn't see the coin toss. Did you happen to see anything out there, Kurt?
No, once again, sorry. One of these days I will catch the coin toss for us. Brooks was kind of tapping our shoulder there for a minute. Maybe we caught something that you guys know on our stream there that we don't, but we'll know soon enough. But looking over the rosters, upperclassmen heavy for both teams here. Strong senior classes for both teams. Once again, no shock here. Polo has the advantage in size, but I think we've proven over 3 weeks that doesn't overly matter when you have the heart and the football acumen and knowledge that some of our kids have.
Yeah, so the senior group is really football-minded.
Yeah.
They good leaders, and yeah, they've loved the sport of football for sure. As I got a special shout-out to Jace Nessemeyer, who has tuned in. He was pumped all day. Shout out to Jace. He had his tonsils out today, so hope you're feeling okay, buddy, and I hope you enjoy the broadcast. Future missile in the making, absolutely loves football, so glad Jace is tuned in.
Yeah, thanks for that message, Ashley. That's awesome. He was waiting around all day, pumped for the broadcast, so thank you, Jace, for listening in. Good job today, buddy.
Like to thank our sponsors for making the broadcast possible as well. They are the Milledgeville State Bank, Millwheel Tavern, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson's Processing, Smith Farming Corp., Boss Roofing, FBFM, Kness Heating and Cooling, Premier Auto Studio, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, Wally's Place, McKenna's Flooring, Rock River Lumber and Grain and Prairie Lumber, R&H Seed Solutions, and Carly's Courts. Thanks once again, sponsors, making the broadcast possible. Other games around the area, we have West Carroll at River Ridge tonight. Flanagan Cornell Woodland is at Amboy. Tomorrow in AFC is at Orangeville in 8-man action. And NUIC tonight, Lewin at Dakota, Forreston at Morrison, Stockton, Coach Downey and the Blackhawks at Fulton tonight. Dupec 3-0 at Galena 3-0, and then EPC is at Fenimore, Wisconsin. So the Dupec-Galena game kind of jumps out to me on paper there, Kurt, for another game.
I don't remember hearing much about them in the offseason, but I think Galena's kind of having a surprise resurgence year here for some people's money in the NUIC. Dupec, remains an NUIC powerhouse. They're hoping to
For one more year.
yeah,
last year in the NUIC.
perform better when they get to the playoffs than what they've seen the last few years, or almost even just in their history, because they tend to go up.
Yep, 3A. Yep.
A level or two there. So
Yep. After this year, DuPec will be switching to the Big Northern Conference for football.
yeah,
So it seemed, I think, just a better fit for them. Get them ready, more ready for 3A play. Although the NUIC is going to probably prepare you just as much as the Big Northern. If I'm not going to lie, as Lee Wynn going and knocking off 4 or 5A borderline team state-ranked Rochelle last week.
Lee Wynn went and showed Rochelle what NUIC football is all about when it's played correctly. Traveling over to Rochelle and getting a victory there last week, coming off that loss. Something you don't say much about Lee Wynn, but the Stockton Blackhawks put a loss on Lee Wynn on their home field in their new turf stadium opening night. They bounced back strong.
Yeah, I was say Rochelle probably got a very angry Lee Wynn team.
Yeah.
So you don't get Lena coming off a regular season loss very often. So I think the Lee Wynn was probably a little extra motivated. I think they had heard all week how Lee Wynn was going to most likely be 1-2.
Yeah.
But I was kind of surprised over there and won by a couple scores at Rochelle. An impressive win.
Yeah, I think the Stockton-Fulton game at one time was maybe one people were looking at, but I think the Blackhawks there are out to prove that they're not to be messed with.
Yep. Other games around the area. Macomb is at Bureau Valley, Newman at Orion, Sterling at UT, Byron at Stillman Valley, Dixon at North Boone, Rock Ridge at Erie, Prophetstown, and Rock Falls at Oregon. So they're going to give us a little notice here for the national anthem, unlike at AFC. So with that, we're going to cut away. We'll be right back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here to Polo High School. Minutes away from kickoff between the Marcos and the Missiles. Kyle Lee showing by Kurt Folk. Maybe it's going to be something we do every game, Kurt, as our team has to run down to get ready for the national
anthem. It seemed to work last week, so why not? You said we were giving her a little bit. No, I didn't even hear that. And then all of a sudden she was singing. Yeah, I don't know if I couldn't see if it was somebody live. Well done rendition of the national anthem.
Sounded like it upstairs maybe, but I heard them give the announcement. I thought they were going to give us some time to get down there, but
nope. We went. So
my dad listening in, thank you for checking in. He said we sound loud and clear, so that's good to know. Right. Anybody else, feel free to.
Yeah, new feature here.
Yep, send us a chat or on the YouTube. I can see that pop up, or you can get me and Kurt on our Facebook. Or text messaging. Let us know where you're listening from. We always appreciate.
Looks like Blake Kappas checked in on YouTube there. Love the Josh Ferguson pregame hype. And then we got a question. How many of the Milledgeville starters are seniors? 6 of the 8, I believe, are seniors that start. And they all 6 start both ways.
Moments away. We'll see who's kicking off here between the Marcos and the Missiles. Anticipating a good one here. Perfect weather. The field looks good, Kurt.
Yeah.
As a local legend, Mark Downey, I believe, the head groundskeeper, as well as Gorsney, I believe.
Yeah, sounds like they've put a lot of time and effort into this field. It looks good. Grass looks good.
And I'm
hasn't
always
exactly been rain in the forecast to keep things nice and green. So
yes, if they got the capital P at midfield, or if you're on the Milledgeville side, Scott Kent always says, "Why does Polo put a lowercase d on their field?" Makes me laugh every year.
It makes sense. I get it.
Looks like the Missiles will be receiving.
Receiving here.
Looks like number 2, JT Stevenson, to do the kickoff duties. Well, the battle will be a squib kick. Like I said, Polo 3-0. They've been banged up. I don't think they've had their full squad yet, but tonight they do. Everyone is dressed, from what we were told, and looks like on the sideline.
Do believe this is their first night with everybody in. They had a late starter that came out a little late. A couple injuries last week. Kids that didn't play.
We are underway. Ball bounces. Polo might open. Spencer Nye's got it. Who was that dove in there? Had a shot at it. Was 86. Bounced off Saunders. 86. Noah Yingling, but Spencer Nye able to come away with the football. Missiles will have good field position on their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, luckily for the Missiles, Spencer Nye pretty much always around the ball. Ball hawk there, able to ball hawk that one after it took a bounce off of Parker Saunders' shoulder pads. Almost a huge start there, though, for the Marcos.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Francis under center, I formation behind him. Promenschinkel gets a start in the backfield here as Johnson moved to end.
Yeah.
And Francis gonna drop back to pass. He's gonna throw it out to Johnson. That one incomplete. Good coverage there by Mumford.
Yeah, pretty much pressure there right away by a host of Marcos. Francis really with a nice job to even just get rid of that ball.
We got our guest referee, or the one we call in, our version of Mike Pereira, Joe Letty, listening from the Millville.
Yeah, say.
If we got to call in for referee advice.
Say, be ready, Joe. Be ready, Joe. Be on that phone. Be ready.
Jess and Winnie have checked in.
YouTube chat. Officer Nevels, Heidi Moe, Cheryl Newman.
Francis going to hand it to Nye. Nye up the middle, bulldozes forward for a gain of about 3. 25 in there. Hart on the stop. Going to be 3rd and long here for the Missiles.
Spencer stuck there, pretty good there by number 25, Quentin Hart.
Third down and 7. Ball on the Missiles' 46-yard line. Double tight end set. Johnson and Nye now in the backfield. Mickelson has come back into the tight end spot. Gonna do play action. Francis has time. Gonna throw it out to Johnson. That one well off the mark.
Wow.
Hit Cameron Daughtine, who was open, but he was out of bounds.
Coach D with the good catch there, but he's not eligible anymore, and he was out of bounds, so nothing doing there. Got a check-in from a Simpson twin. Brian Simpson checking in from home. My family checking in. The folks are watching. Miles wants us to talk about him a lot. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I hear what's he got a nickname in flag football? Is it Flag Pulling Miles?
Flag Pulling Miles. He's excited because they actually even have a special package where he's going to play quarterback for their football game tomorrow.
Francis is going to punt this one, and he shanks this one out of bounds. Not the way you want to start this game here if you're the Missiles, Kurt. 3 and out, and then you shank a punt.
Not what the Missiles are looking for here with their first touch on the ball. Nerves maybe a little bit at play like we talked about. This is a big matchup. These boys look forward to this from the last time we played them, pretty much wondering when we're going to get the chance again.
Shout out to the Morning With Your Missile crew, Mel Daler, Jess Roble and crew that put that on. What a success that was. The donuts were amazing. Nicely done, ladies.
Can't go wrong with an apple cider donut. There's a lot of people in that school this morning, too, so it's always a great opportunity when we can get people's eyes on the school and the good things that we are doing there.
Stevenson under center, going to pitch it to Mumford. Mumford's got some room. He's across the 50. Nice gainer there. Gain of about 15 yards on the first play here for the Marcos.
Yeah, Mercer Mumford pumped up. Marcos moving the ball right away on their first play. Mercer Mumford, who played in his first game of the season last week against West Carroll and touched the ball a lot for the Marcos, gets the first call here tonight and takes it for 15 yards.
Aspen Hines watching, as well as Travis. Thank you, guys. Kurt Landis, the whole Sterling Fire crew turned in tonight.
All
We
right.
appreciate you guys, all first responders.
Chris Faulkner checking in on YouTube, says go Missiles.
1st and 10. Steve's going to hand it hard. The ball's off, but I believe Polo got on it.
Yeah.
Boy, Spencer and I blew that play up. Hart able to fall back on that ball.
That's Spencer and I with a little bit of a receipt there on Hart from the previous possession when we had the ball. Came in and popped him. Ball came out, able to fall back down on it.
Loss of 2. 2nd down and 12 here for the Marcos. Ball right on midfield. 10:35 and counting in this opening quarter. The Missiles went 3 and out their first possession.
The Marcos go over 200 pounds in all 3 center and guard spots there. The Missiles boast 1 over 200 pounds on their line.
Stevenson going to do play action. He's going to be pressure. He's going to get it. It's going to be intercepted by 9. Spencer's got it in midfield and tackled at the 48 by Mumford, and the first turnover goes to the Missiles. Thought he was going to bobble that. Drop it, Kurt.
Well, when the Missiles need a momentum play, you look for first penetration from Carter Livingood and then Spencer and I being around the ball.
Yep, it's Spencer and I, the interception guy this time.
Yeah.
Is that his sophomore year that he had like...
Yeah, he had a bunch here, didn't he?
Yes, a bunch of picks.
Well, a bunch of picks
sixes.
overall, yeah. But I think he had like 2 in this game alone as a sophomore here at Polo.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. See, they stick more to the ground this time. Missiles on the Marco 48-yard line. Going to pitch it to Johnson. Johnson off the right side. Hurdles one guy. Nice gainer. Dragon defender's going to be near a first down.
Going to mark him short, or are they going to give it to him here?
Looks like they're going to
Yep,
gain a
give
10.
to him. Exactly 10 yards there. Best play of the game there for the Missiles. Yeah, Polo definitely ready for our passing game there on that first series. Couldn't get anything going. A lot of penetration. Kyson under pressure. Well covered.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 38-yard line. Going to be Nye right up the middle. Gain of about 3 more for Spencer and I.
If you take anything away from last week's game at AFC with the Missiles, we did have a few snap issues. Ian Rayhorn, it was first, not just week at center, like it sounds like Rayhorn had really only had about a day total where he was like, you're definitely going to be our center. So not many reps going in that game. So the Missiles did have some timing issues, and so far tonight that hasn't been an issue.
2nd and 7, ball on the Marco 35-yard line. Francis under center, I formation behind him. Francis is going to hand it to Johnson. Johnson's going to be met in the backfield. Nicely done there by 54 and 8. 54 the first one. Salinas.
Esteban in there. Salinas, first one to meet him.
Kavanaugh in there as well. Loss of 2. Going to be 3rd and 9 here for the Missiles.
Kavanaugh came in to clean it up. Wyatt Plackno is going to re-enter the game here. 30 down, sitting down.
Plackno, I believe, was an all-stater last year, was out last week at West Carroll.
Yeah.
He's back healthy tonight. Shotgun formation this time.
Shank taking the snap.
Shank going to run it to the right side. Going to be swallowed up there. Marco's attack going to be a short gain. Maybe 1 is it.
Yeah, right now the Marco's winning the battle at the line. Something we've talked about at length is the Missiles' physicality. Right now the Marcos are winning that battle.
It'll be 4th and 8 here for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 36-yard line.
Unless we're going to look for the little pooch punt here again. I got Madrick going for with the ball across the 50.
Shotgun formation, 2 to the right, Shank and Nye to the right, Mickelson and Johnson to the left.
Protection is key here.
Francis, take the snap, gonna have time, gonna throw it out to 9, but off the mark again. The Missiles are gonna turn over on downs. Francis just seems out of sorts here so far in this game, Kurt.
Rushed on his first pass play attempt, but right now I think we're looking at a little bit of nerves with Kyson potentially here.
Yep, that was last year in the regular season game. That was kind of the first deer in headlights of we did have a freshman quarterback.
That's when you realize you're a quarterback. The Superman-ish as he was before that, he hadn't really played in a big game, and Polo really exploited the fact that he was a freshman, if we're just being honest. So right now, a little off the mark, though, is Kyson Francis.
So another big defensive stop here for the Marcos after the interception by 9. The Missiles unable to do anything with it. Stevenson shotgun formation. You have Reed split out to the right. Gonna hand it to Mumford. Mumford off the right side.
There's
be tackled by Saber and Shank. And a flag on the play. We might have a hold. Yes, we do. I believe Livingood got held on that play.
Yeah, if Carter Livingood is nowhere near the play, there's a solid chance he was held, is what I've noticed. AFC did that a couple times last week, where I initially was like, how come Livingood's not getting any pressure? And then you're watching the play, and he's basically being hugged.
Chris Faulkner checked in on the YouTube chat.
First and 20 with the ball back.
Thank you,
on
Chris,
the
for watching.
26-yard line.
Now it's first and 20, 10-yard penalty here against the Marcos, their first of the ball game. Down to 7:35 and counting in this opening quarter. Missiles have had it twice, only one first down to show for it. The Marcos had one first down, then they threw an interception. Stevenson shotgun formation, Mumford to his right, Reed split out to the right. Reed missed last week's game as well, back healthy. Stevenson going to keep it up the middle. He's going to be met there by 9. Got a gain of 1, maybe 2.
Filling the hole there nicely with Spencer Nye. Ian Rayhorn in helping clean up that tackle a little bit, but Spencer Nye coming from his linebacker position, unblocked. Limits the gain there for the Marcos.
Second down and 18, ball on their own 28-yard line. Got my wife watching as well as my son Landry. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Librarian Jenny Merriman checking in on the YouTube chat, it looks like over there. Says go get them, Missiles.
Stevenson once again shotgun formation, takes a snap, looks left. Now going to get flushed out. He's going to air it deep. He's got Reed down there. Double coverage, good coverage by Promontrico and Johnson. Pass falls incomplete.
Say both Jaden and Connor running with them there the whole way. That was going to be a heck of a throw if it dropped in there.
So third down and 18.
Pressured out of the pocket there by Carter Livingood that time as well.
So we're going to watch a screen pass here or something. Third and 18.
Yeah, this is a situation. I saw a quote actually on the Crow's Nest here walking up. One of their former coaches, I'm guessing, just quote said, everybody's got one job. If everybody does it, we'll win. This is a situation where you have to know your assignment, know your job, and do it.
Third and 18. Stevenson once again shotgun formation. Mumford and Reed split out. And he's got time. Going to air it out. Goes up. Nice coverage there by Johnson. Pass falls incomplete. Livingood in there on the pressure once again, Kurt.
Livingood busting through basically the center, the guard, and the fullback back there. Still couldn't quite hold up Livingood, pushing Stevenson out of the pocket there. Still had a little bit of time to get that ball away.
As Charlie Faulkner said, Chris doesn't get all the attention.
Did we both shout her out or what?
No, I don't think we'd mentioned Charlie, so we better.
Oh, sorry. Well, tell Charlie to get on the YouTube
Yeah,
stream.
he just messaged me, so yep, Charlie, you're on board there.
Thanks for watching, Charlie.
He's going to have a timeout. With that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back on the Missile Media Network. Welcome back here. Stevenson back to punt. Nice kick. And then going to take a Marco bounce. Just go. Spencer's going to pick it up about his 30. Makes one man miss. And going to be tackled there. It's always a questionable call.
Dangerous pickup there by Spencer Nye, who of course made something out of it initially, but sitting up here from the spectator point of view, I did not agree with him picking up that ball initially.
So decent return up to the 44-yard line. Ken Duncan is checked in. Ken, we'll work on your logos. They should be up, but we are checking as well. Ken Duncan, appreciate you tuned in. We'll get your logos up there for sure.
Jacob Chapman checking in from Fairhaven. Just saw on Facebook. He's even watching on his wedding night.
Ooh, look at that. Why would you not?
Yeah.
Gonna Spencer Nye
Nothing better
off
than
the
a
right
range
side,
control.
lowers the shoulder, pushing the pile forward. Spencer Nye, his best run of the night. Gain of about 7-8 yards.
Stop for the missiles. For Polo.
If me and Janet ever renew our vows, we'll probably take in a K&K show as well.
Yeah. Maybe we can do weddings.
Yeah, that's true. We could officiate them.
Live stream them.
Yeah, live stream them. Call us. We'll do events too.
Yep. We'll have to get a shot. I'll have to give Brooks a picture of our new K&K shirts that we've been sporting. 2nd and 2 for the Missiles, just across midfield on the Marcos 48-yard line. Francis under center. Oh, and there's going to be a free 5 yards into the neutral zone for the Marcos.
That's going to push the Missiles for a first down here. Good discipline there by our line. Student section breaking out the "You Can't Do That" chant.
I know Jess Roll says we're getting quite the following down in Morrison with people down there. It's not we had a following what was out of Florida last year. We had watch parties all the time.
Say that was one of the funniest things I heard. Not funniest, but it was cool to hear meeting with Dalton Adamak's dad after a YMCA basketball game one day.
Pitch to Nye. Nye off the right side. Got some blockers out in front. We tackled there by Mumford nicely. Gains about 4. 2nd down and 6.
Missiles moving the ball here a little bit.
4:50 and counting this opening quarter. We're still scoreless. Each team had 2 possessions here so far.
Yeah.
Kind of a defensive battle here so far, Kurt, which we're all about.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Pistol formation for Francis. 2 outside to the right. Nye behind him. Francis gonna pitch it to Nye. Nye off the right side. And late flag comes in. It's likely going to be a hold here on the Missiles.
Holding against the Missiles.
Missiles' first penalty of the ball game.
I gotta say, I saw it a couple times last week, but this is the first time I've seen the hug symbol after they called it a hold.
Yes.
We'll make the hug symbol. I don't know if that's a new thing that's being pushed or if it's just the vantage point that I found myself in the past couple of years calling these football games. I've just started to notice it.
We'll ask our official expert, Joe Letty,
Joe, where you at?
If the hug signals something new they're doing. 2nd down and 16 now for the Missiles after the 10-yard penalty. Once again, pistol formation. Going to hand it to Evan. Evan off the left side. It's across the 45. Going to gain about 6, maybe 7. It's about 6.
Shank the ball carrier.
Uh-oh, 6-7 vibes I'm getting again. Just when I think I've
wasn't on
left the
purpose.
classroom. Yeah, say just when I think I've left the classroom.
I'm not cool enough to do that on purpose. My daughter Kinsley has checked in. She wants a shout out. As Landry again, he wants to hear his name as well. So hello Kinsley and Landry. Thanks for tuning in. 3rd down and 10 for the Missiles.
Pretty big play here for the Missiles.
Francis.
Like to see some success here
Dropping
on
back the
3rd
pass,
down.
and he's got 9. Nine's got inside the 30. Going to be pushed inside of 25. And that's the quarterback we know, Kurt. Put it on the money that time.
Say Francis that time patient, took his time, delivered it right on the money in stride with Spencer Nye. Put it where only Spencer could get it, run underneath of it, turn it upfield a little bit for an even bigger gain.
21 yards. Francis to Nye. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 21-yard line. 4:10 to go in this opening quarter. Pistol formation once again for Francis. Francis going to hand it to Nye. Nye off the ref's right side. Makes one man miss. Going to be tackled by a host of Marcos. Mumford in there.
Like Mumford was in there.
Reed and trying to see the last one. 25 Hart. Gain of about 4, almost 5.
Missiles with the ball inside the 20 for the first time.
Not sure what a host of Marcos is called.
Yeah,
I heard what a host of Rams is called.
Yeah. Can we say what it?
I'm not sure.
I
2nd
mean,
down
if
and
the
6.
12-year-old can say it, can't we say it?
2nd down and 6. Francis going to be pressured. He's going to have to get rid of it. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Nicely done there by 52. That is Ethan Dewey. Going to be 3rd and long for the Missiles.
Seems like every time the Missiles get something going on one play, we go backward on the next.
Loss of about 6. Going to be about 3rd and 12 now for the Missiles. Big play there by Dewey coming off that right end. Hart subs out. Stevenson checks in for the Marcos.
And Missiles finding themselves back outside of the 20 now with a big 3rd down play. See what they can get here.
3rd and 12, 2:45 to go here in this opening quarter. Like to at least get half of it here, Kurt.
Yeah.
Francis shotgun snap. Gonna air it out and gonna have a penalty flag as Johnson catches it, but we got a flag in the backfield. I believe our guard got a hold. Yep, he got beat right away. I seen it. That's a good call there from what I seen as well. He got beaten, reached out, held him just a second. Flag on the play, bring down a big conversion there for the Missiles. It's going to be 3rd and about 22 now.
That is going to make a long 3rd down here. I do think the Missiles kind of have the strategy here of you don't need to get it all in this one play.
Yep, you got 2 downs to get it, but boy, you're
going to go for it on 4th. That's got to be in the back of your mind. You don't have to get it all here in this one play. Uncharacteristic penalties here, though, for the Missiles.
Francis, shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Here comes the pressure.
And we're
Francis
going
going to
for it
throw it up to 9. That one falls incomplete. Running with him was Stevenson, stride for stride.
Stevenson on the coverage.
And nice effort there by Spencer Nye, but that was going to have to be about as perfect as a throw could be there. Stevenson was out there the whole way with him.
My brother said Sawyer and Mila are listening or watching.
All right.
They wanted a shout out, so shout out to Sawyer and Mila. Appreciate you guys watching as well. We got some other ones.
Quite a few check-ins.
Hector Rodriguez checking in.
That's got to be a record, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, Hector's still in Mexico, I got to
believe he
imagine,
is.
right?
Yep,
So
I believe he
if
is.
somebody can beat that, check in. But
The Mackeys watching as well. 4th and a mile. Francis going to air it to Livingston. He's wide open inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for a touchdown. Francis to Livingston.
Yeah.
There's the tight end we've known over the last couple of years, Kurt.
is it 2025 or 2024 football season?
Here we got caught up talking about our friends down in Mexico.
Yeah, Carter Livingood says, let's have another beer in Mexico. He slips out from, I didn't even see. We had to be overloaded on one side to make him eligible on the other.
Yep.
Sneaks out there.
4th and 22, the Missiles strike gold. Now the all-important 2-point conversions, Kurt. I formation, Francis under center, and they're going to blitz him. He's going to have to get rid of it. Francis rolling, throws it, and caught there by Spencer Nye. What a throw by Francis, falling backwards. He was about the 20-yard line when he threw that, Kurt.
I think we're going to stick around here and even see the replay of that touchdown, but that extra point there deserves a replay too. I'm not sure how that ball got into Spencer.
Here's the touchdown. Brooks working his magic over here. Yeah, he's just not covered on
just
that
not
end.
covered on. Yep, there we go.
Limgood sneaks out and got Plackno was matched on him. He'll take that matchup all day.
Plackno, good football player, big kid.
Running head to head, maybe I'd take Plackno, but the Missiles
not deep down the field. Little nice design play there for the 8-man rules, that things we can do. And then a good play there by Kyson Francis, stringing out that 2-point conversion. Missile strike first.
At the 2:10 mark here, the first quarter. Francis 33 yards to Livingood, and then Francis to Nye for the 2-point conversion. Not how you draw up a drive, Kurt, but we'll take it nonetheless.
Yeah, I gotta imagine that wasn't in the playbook to go forward 15 and then back 10 and then forward 7 and then back 13.
1 or 2 on the Roadhouse menu that Grenoble's got.
Yeah. Said it before, just stick with the rules, Brad. Can't go wrong. Low-key good salad at Texas Roadhouse, though.
Yes.
One of the premier salads.
Yes, that is
There we
good.
go.
With the egg.
Yeah.
Yes, yep.
Yeah.
In case you guys don't know, we love talking about food. Spencer, nice squib. Kick is going to be loose. Still loose.
Damn.
And the Missiles got it on the sideline, Kurt. The Missiles recover the onside kick as Cavanaugh could not come away with it. Who came up with that? Did you see
I
for
didn't
the
see who
Missiles?
came up with it for the Missiles.
Maybe he's getting a lot of head taps over there. Well, here comes the replay.
I think one of the coolest things here, hopefully the cameras catch it, is we have it about now.
Yes, look at the sideline. Yeah. Bryce Haughty jumping up and down over there. Yeah, Promenchenko with the recovery. 1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on the Marco 43-yard line.
That's a momentum-turning play there. Hopefully we got to capitalize on that.
Just when we start talking about food, the Missiles do something, Kurt.
Must be something to it.
Francis under center, I formation, Johnson and Nye in the backfield. Gonna hand it to Nye. Nye pushing forward for a gain of about 3.
I think Salinas again in there on the tackle, Esteban.
Yeah, Marco's doing well against the Missiles rushing attack here so far.
Really, that one big play, we talked a little bit off camera about us not giving up big plays. It's really been that one big play that the Marcos left behind them.
2nd down and 7 for the Missiles, ball on the Marco 40-yard line. 1:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. Francis under center. Gonna hand it to Nye. Nye's not gonna get out of the Hart tackle. Hart did a nice job there. If he doesn't get him down, he's got room to run. Holding for a gain of 1.
That's that thing that we've talked about before, that individual tackling in 8-man football. And can't really say that Hart just saved a touchdown, but Hart definitely just saved a 1st down.
Yeah, Plockno did a good job penetration, then Hart cleaned it up. Nice tackle there. Hart's been really good so far in this ball game. About 3rd and 6, short 6, long 5. Ball on just inside the 39-yard line of the Marcos. 2 to the right, 2 to the left once again. Francis drops out, throws it to Johnson. Johnson has it complete, going to be caught there and going to be close to a 1st down to Johnson. And going to have the 1st down marker.
1st down there.
About 8 yards.
Plackno a little slow getting up there for the Marcos. That play looks dangerous. It looked like Kyson threw that up into kind of a sea of Marcos there, but Johnson got it. Enough for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on the Marco 32-yard line. You know who Isaac 2004 is? Cowbell is much louder in the living room.
All right.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles, down to the final 14 seconds. Gonna hand it to Nye. Nye off the pushing the pile forward.
That might be, would that be Rosie Toms on like Zeke's account?
Could be.
Wasn't Rosie a big cowbell, or didn't she always have her cowbell?
Gain of about 3 more for Nye. And that's going to do it here after 1 quarter of play. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. Fumble on the play. Francis recovered that, Kurt. I didn't see it. What?
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscue there on the snap. I think Rayhorn looking to get a jump there. Kyson maybe pulling out too early there, but luckily he dropped back on the ball. That would have been a big loss after getting that onside recovery here.
3rd and 7.
And we
Jim
had
from Itasca watching.
Yeah.
Hector appreciates the shout out. Yeah, you bet. Appreciate you guys listening or watching the broadcast here. 3rd and 7. Big down here once again, Kurt. Ball on the 29-yard line of the Marcos. Double tight end set, I formation. Gonna roll back, and Francis gonna be pressured. Stepping up, gonna be sacked now. Marcos get in there once again. No time for Francis to get rid of that ball.
No, those big dropbacks right now for Francis not working.
Rowe in there as well as Johnstone. Loss of 2 more there, and they're gonna be 4th and long again for the Missiles.
Marcos in there right away. Missiles gonna have to convert on a 4th down here to keep this drive alive after getting that onside kick. Can we get a quick shout out that we had our first quarter end before 7:30?
Yes, shout out to that. Meet Jelly Hernandez is watching.
All right.
So
if anybody's looking for a house to buy in Sterling, I think Meet Jelly Hernandez might have one up for sale here soon.
4th and 9 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 31-yard line.
Polo really wants a timeout here.
They did not have.
Scholl not happy about
Nobody was.
something
They
like that.
had Mumford covering both Johnson and Nye over there. That's not what you want.
No, I would have taken our odds on that, 2-on-1.
So Marco's using their second timeout early here in quarter number 2. But a 4th and 9, this is a big play. But yeah, when you've got one guy completely uncovered, you better take a timeout.
Say good recognition there by the coach.
Coach Scholl, seen that right away, jumping up and down on the sideline. His vertical impressed me a little bit.
I was going to say, he can still get up a little bit there, can Scholl.
Once again, shout out to Kurt Landis and the Sterling Fire Crew for watching.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Form a missile. Like I said, we appreciate all first responders, firemen. As Kurt Landis, I can give you a shout out. You had one of my favorite hits in Milledgeville football history. I believe it was first round against D-Mac. I'm sure he remembers it. I know I do on the sideline. That was back when the blindside block was legal, and the D-Mac kid did not see that block coming. I can still hear it.
Say, I think we've said that before. That's one of the best blocks. We get it. We get making the game safer, but if you were that cleanup guy on a punt return for the way we set up our punt returns, you had some shots there to get some good shots.
4th and 9 for the Missiles. Francis going to drop back. He's going to air it out to Nye, just out of the reach. And the Marcos get another big defensive stop here, Kurt.
Marcos step up after that onside kick. Pressure pretty much every time there. Made some big stops. They're going to take over on their own 31-yard line.
So yeah, Missiles have had a turnover, an interception, and then recovered an onside kick and unable to do anything with either of those.
Yeah, got to capitalize on those big momentum plays. Able to push one score across, but it'd be nice if we'd gotten something after that interception and then something after that onside kick.
So 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on their own 31-yard line. 10:20 to go here in this first half. 8-0 Missiles on top. It's like Placknell's moved to center. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And going to hand it to Mumford. Mumford off the right side. Sabres there, but getting through. Nice run there by Mumford.
Yeah.
Going to turn, should have been no gain, but turns it into about 4 maybe.
Mumford was able to avoid their Sabre and Livingood and Mickelson. Luckily, Shank and Johnson there to kind of clean it up.
Scholl checked in, listening as well. 2nd down and 6 for Stevenson and the Marcos. I formation behind him, double tight end set. Going to pitch it once again to Mumford. Mumford's got room to run. He's going to be near a first down, about a yard short.
Yeah.
Johnson made the stop.
Ball came out, but he was down.
Say, host of missiles, and their flight of missiles in there on that stop. Looked like even when we had Mumford, looked like stood up, he still kind of fell forward there.
Yeah, he's been impressive so far.
First down.
Yep. So 3rd down and 1.
Salinas is going to enter the game here for Hart.
So 3rd down and 1. 9-10 to go here in quarter number 2.
Stevenson runs the play in here on this 3rd down.
One of our favorite listeners, Curtis, checked in.
Pete McCallie checking in on the YouTube stream.
3rd and 1. Missiles crowd the line. Stevenson going to keep it up the right side. He's going to have the first down. Gains about 2.
Clay Stevenson gets what they need there to move the chains for the Marcos.
Saber in there on the stop.
Yeah, Missiles tried to bring the house that time, sell out there on the run.
Brooks said she enjoyed the Matt Scholl's vertical talk. Matt Scholl's vertical talk. Who can, Brooke, we're going to put you on the spot. Who can jump higher right now, Scott or Matt? See what she says.
Well, I bet that's a battle.
So 1st and 10 for the Marcos, ball on their own 42-yard line. Fireworks going off here in the background.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Gonna hand it to Mumford off the left side, and flying there is Nye. Loss of one on the play.
Should have known.
It's either Nye or Saber.
Yeah. 46 and 48 look a lot alike. 1 and 7 look a lot alike from the distance here a lot. And even Saber can get you sometimes with his 16 over the 46.
Brooks said Scott still got the higher vertical even after 3 knee surgeries. So. 2nd down and 11. Ball on the 41-yard line, 7:40 and counting. Marcos will receive the ball to start the second half. As we get closer to halftime, I have to think about that. Reed goes in motion. Stevenson going to get it out to Mumford. Mumford out space and driven back there by Nye. That's a form tackle there, Kurt.
Welcome back to Football Mumford. My name's Spencer Nye. Have a seat.
Loss of about 3 on that completion.
Yeah, Stevenson had to reach down to get that snap there, and just trying to get Mumford, athletic kid there, out in space that time. Spencer Nye fills his hole and says no.
So 3rd down and 14. Ball back on the 39 of the Marcos. You see that? Just Roble got a sick feeling all of a sudden.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Stevenson and bobbles the snap. He's going to be chased and going to get out of the sack. Now he's looking to run. Stevenson looking to make something out of nothing. Going to be chased by Saber, and he gets him down after a gain of about 1.
Blackno literally just laying on top of Benny Mickelson there.
Stevenson just got out of the grasp of Living.
Yeah,
turned it into
had his jersey there.
Gain and no gain on the play.
Able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
About gain of 1 on that one. 4th and 12 now.
Is that something that we need Joe Letty in on? Or can an offensive lineman just lay down on top of somebody on the ground?
So who's back to punt? Is that Hart? Is that 25?
Looks like Hart.
Had a great punt the first time.
That's Mumford.
Oh, yeah, that's Mumford.
Nye win. Questionable pickup. Kind of feel like I just heard Roble yell maybe a green. But we didn't necessarily need to pick that ball up. Not much to gain there by picking that ball up.
Yeah, that was Mumford on the punt. Our bad. Yeah, Brooks wants a, since the Shoals are all listening at home, shout out to the Shoals there. Stetson and Banks. She says they are Team Missiles until they know otherwise. So
yeah, perfect.
Plenty of houses for sale in Milledgeville, Brooke.
Yeah, move on over. We'll take it. Robert Pilgrim with the question of the century there.
Higher, Depends what we're going after.
Yeah. If it's those Texas Roadhouse rules, I'm getting them.
As Shank in there this time to run. The little Wildcat fakes it. Keeps it up the middle for gain 3, maybe 4.
There's part of me that wants to say that Robert's seen me at Dad's practice the last 4 years now. He knows the answer to that question.
Gain of 4 there, 2nd and 6, 5:30 to go. How about a 5-minute drive, touchdown drive here?
That would be perfect. Let's end this half with a touchdown drive.
Yep. 2nd and 6. Shank still in there at quarterback. Francis split out wide. Gonna keep it this time. Gets out of 1 tackle, spins forward. Evan making something out of nothing there.
Nice effort there.
4 more. Gonna be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that play looking like there was going to be nothing there. Shank makes something out of it, though.
Corey Deal listening as well. He said Ben Adolph maybe does have the best hit I've ever seen. I will agree with that.
Ooh, I think I know which one you're
Cyril
talking about.
Gordo running back still might not know where he is.
Say, has anybody checked in on that guy lately? I was on the sidelines for that as a
I
freshman.
believe he was all-state running back, too,
Yeah.
and he lost him on the opening kick.
Yep, say goodbye.
3rd down and 2 for the Missiles. Francis back in at shotgun, going to toss it to Nye. Nye loses it. Boy, he had room to run there, too, and now the Missiles are going to be forced to punt here, I do believe, Kurt.
Almost have to here. It's too dangerous, I think, here to go for it. Again, harping back to last week, that is something that we kind of saw from the Missiles that you wouldn't think so if you look at the final score, but we did put the ball on the floor a couple times too.
You can't do against good teams here. So 4th and 7 after a loss of about 5. Francis back to punt.
Francis hoping to get off a little bit better one here than he did the last time.
Tyson, and not really.
That ball is flipping around. Does take a little bit of a missile
going to get a missile bounce there, luckily. About the 35-yard line where the Marcos will take over. 3:52 to go here in this opening half. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. I'd like to thank our sponsors. They are the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwheel Tavern, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson's Processing, Smith Farm and Corp, Boss Roofing, FBFM, Kness Heating and Cooling, Premier Auto Studio, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, Wally's Place McKenna's Flooring, Rock River Lumber and Grain and Prairie Lumber, R&H Seed Solutions, and Carly's Courts.
I guess a couple of people want to know, Robert Pilgrim had asked who could jump higher between me and Kyle. Jacob Chapman agrees that the Ben Adolph hit in the playoffs is...
Stevenson, shotgun formation. Gonna hand it to Mumford. Mumford up the
got a
middle,
run
has
at
some room. Before he's met there by Nye. Mickelson as well, gain of about 3.
Yeah, Saber in there too. Benny Mickelson, Spencer Nye, all able to hold him up. Mumford got a run at that one though, and there was a hole.
Gonna play the game. Where in the world is Tom Neubauer again?
I'm guessing not Illinois this week.
He is Illinois, but not Milledgeville.
All right.
His Vikings were not so hot this last week.
No.
He is in Chicago playing Grandpa again this week. So thanks for checking in, Tom.
Get to drive by the school every day and see his Vikings grill cover sitting on his patio.
2nd down and 6. Stevenson gonna keep it off the right side. Gain of about 1. Gonna bring up 3rd and 5. Both teams, it's tough running either of these teams so far.
Hard finding space here for both teams. Spencer Nye again in on that tackle.
2:48 and counting. 3rd down and 5 here for the Marcos. Ball on their own 41-yard line. I believe Spencer Nye said Otis Varden was going to be game side here tonight, I believe.
Oh, okay. Missiles legend.
Yes. So 3rd down and 5 here. Stevenson shotgun formation. Reed goes in motion. Stevens going to roll to his right. Going to be pressured by Mickelson. Going to put it up for Cavanaugh. Pass falls incomplete. Just missed him.
Yeah, that play had a chance there for the Marcos. Stevenson a little long on the throw there. The Cavanaugh. Or sorry. Is that Rowe actually out there?
Yes, excuse me. That was Rowe. Yep. Got a couple of big tight ends there. Rowe.
Yeah.
Cavanaugh 6'4". Rowe 6'3". Both 200 pounds.
Stevenson is now back to punt this time. He did. He laid off a good one the last time he was back to punt.
Good snap. Kick angled toward the Missile sideline. Not as good a kick this time.
There, right at Sydney Audie in her camera. That might be a good picture on MHS Missiles
shout out
photos.
Sydney Audie. We Missile fans for volleyball, football, all sports, they do much appreciated. Always enjoy, especially the live action ones where they have the photo pulled up as
those
well.
are amazing.
Shout out to the Audies. So how about a 2-minute touchdown?
Yeah, I say we can go this way now. Travis Hines, this takes some insider information, especially if you were in high school around 2002. Travis Hines begs to differ that maybe the hit Coach Harchie laid on Jake Chapman one day in practice might pale, and Ben's hit might pale in comparison to that.
Gonna hand it to Johnson. Johnson off the right side. Gonna be tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle there by Rowe.
Yeah.
Gonna hold him to a short gain of 1.
Yeah, Rowe able to lay a hit, get down and trip him up. Johnson couldn't keep his feet.
Second 9 with the ball on the missile 42.
Yeah. I'm not sure which ones. I'd have to look at the screen. I'm not sure which ones. I can give you our sponsors list.
Oh, you're looking at sponsors.
So second down and 9 here. Francis, pistol formation, 9 behind him. Second and 9, ball on the missile 42-yard line. Francis gonna air it out. It's gonna be intercepted by Mumford. Comes away with it. Mumford made a nice play on the ball in the first turnover here for the Missiles. Mumford just made a great play on that ball. I'll call Johnson for it, Kurt. He had the inside position.
Kind of a 50-50 ball here, thrown slightly behind Johnson, I do believe. But Mumford with good coverage out there. That's athlete on athlete. He had the inside position. Thought maybe for a second Johnson had arms in there that come away with that ball, but it's Mumford, and now Polo hoping to go on a 1-minute, 16-second drive to end the half here.
Yep, first and 10 for the Marcos, ball on their own 40-yard line.
So it's kind of one of those, if Milledgeville ends up ahead 8-0 at halftime, consider it a victory. If Polo ends up only down 8-0 at halftime, they'll consider it a victory in the first half.
Stevenson all times to throw, up to Reed, pass falls incomplete.
Pass for incomplete.
Yeah. Ball a little wobbly.
Flag over here, holding against Polo.
I think Alston wants penalty back here on the pass as well. I thought it was
like
pretty good
incidental contact there, yeah. He was kind of turning around, looking at his...
Yep. Thought it was pretty good coverage out here by Jaden. Yeah, nothing early, nothing.
Not sure if this was a...
He definitely ran into him a little bit, but...
Not sure if that's a Florida fan, Kurt, or not. Dolphin lover down there says we got this Missiles.
So not gonna lie, I kind of hope that they're a Miami Dolphin fan.
I do love their colors. It's a good
color.
That's
a nice color scheme.
First and 10 for the Marcos, ball back on their own 30-yard line now. 1:08 to go in this first half. It's been a defensive battle here. Milledgeville on top, 8-0. A Francis to Living Good touchdown so far. Stevenson shotgun formation. 2 to his left here, stacked tight. Now Mumford goes in motion. Stevenson just going to keep it off the left side, and a nice tackle by Rayhorn.
Right. Ian Rayhorn there with a nice tackle in the backfield on Stevenson.
Loss of 1. Nice tackle there by Ian.
Yeah, I talked with Coach Roble today a little bit about Ian Rayhorn, and it's pretty simple. Anybody out there that's maybe listening, how do you earn your opportunities? You show up every day and you work hard.
Yep, he has preached, said how impressed he's been by that young man, sophomore, stepping in and earned that starting job.
Sophomore kid that didn't really play junior tackle, went out last year. But, you know, sometimes it really is that simple. You show up every day, you work hard, you're going to get opportunities.
Down to the final 20 seconds here. Shotgun formation for Stevenson. 2nd and 21. Mumford goes in motion, going to hand it to him off the left side. Mumford just picking his way, and going to be tackled there by Saber.
There at the ankles again.
Going to gain about 3 yards, and that's going to do it here.
Run out.
So, boy, both defensives have looked elite here, Kurt, as your score here at the half. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. The Marcos will get the ball to start the second half, but both coaches are going to go to the locker room scratching their head here a little bit.
I was going to say, I think there's still a lot to kind of throw up on the board here. I don't know if I explained it correctly what I was trying to say, but basically, I don't know that either team's happy with this 8-0 score right now. Milledgeville definitely had their chances, the onside kick recovery, the interception, moving the ball, but kind of kicking themselves in the foot there a couple times with some penalties, a couple of their drives, dropping the ball on the floor, moving backwards. But credit the Polo defense. I think Polo is happy that it's only 8-0 because Milledgeville was not able to capitalize on some of the momentum things that we should have picked up. But, yeah, elite defense on both sides, and I think the Missiles, even though they haven't played well offensively here necessarily, showing up defensively. So you got to play winning football no matter what.
Yeah, so once again, your score here at the half, Milledgeville 8, Polo 0 here in the Battle of the Blacktop. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with halftime scores, and we'll thank our sponsors as well. So we'll be right back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here to Polo High School. The K&K show. Kyle Leach joined by Kurt Folk is a defensive slugfest here. Kurt, 8-0. We're gonna go replay some highlights. Some highlights, not a lot of scoring plays, but
I'm gonna guess a lot of defensive highlights.
Let's go over the first one here. Polo ball. This was the opening run of the game for Mumford, gain of about 15 there. That's when things were really going Polo's way.
Things looking bleak for the Missiles at that point.
And here we're going to have the Spencer Nye interception. That was the pass to Johnson that was called back because of a hold, though, on the Missiles. Wiped off a play, but the Missiles able to invert 4th and 22. And score. Here's the onside recovery. Johnson tipped it first, and Promentrinkle on the sidelines recovered. Just gets out of the grasp. Does Stevenson. Saber there to get him down for the tackle for a short gain. Yeah, that's the opening half. It's the lone touchdown, a 4th and 22 for the Missiles on their Marco 33-yard line. Francis threw a strike to Livingood, and then Francis found Spencer Nye for the 2-point conversion. As we sit at 8-0, they have a. Do we have a lightning delay?
I believe
looks like the Missiles are headed to the locker room. I just seen on the clock we had a. They must have put 30 minutes up there.
30 minutes up. We must have seen some lightning in the area. It's an automatic 30-minute delay. Our boys are headed back to the locker room. Polo is out here stretching. Coaches are talking.
So yeah, there's 27 minutes on the clock right now. Like I said, it's 30 minutes from every delay.
We have Ryan Kendall now sprinting, and our boys are turning around.
And some of them, not all of them.
Half the team still headed to the locker room. Maybe the message will get sent. Nope, now they've all turned around. If we are going to be in delay, I guess if I could take a moment here, if anybody is at the game listening, or maybe even going to take in a Marco game later in the year, my sister-in-law, Holly Ballwinkle, is the Family and Consumer Sciences teacher here at Polo. She runs their concession stand. They got quite the spread there for people to check out, including burgers, pizza, hot dogs, nachos, pretzels, Dippin' Dots, your classics, popcorn, pickles, popcorn. One of the few places, still only 50 cents. Used to be a staple.
Yes,
bring 50 cents to a game, you're going to get a bag of popcorn. So only 50 cents here.
50 cents for your extra chicken and biscuits?
Yeah.
Or popcorn?
Or popcorn. Don't get me thinking about the chicken and biscuits again. But a nice
outstanding job by the concession.
Nice spread there here at Polo and their concession stands again.
By far the best that we've seen on the road this year.
Oh, easily the best we've seen on the road, by far. So shout out to them. She does a nice job. She's got a bunch of students in there helping her. Her husband and my brother-in-law Mike Ballwinkle's in there helping. Family Eichholt's friend Christine Hammer. Polo track legend, I believe, is Christine Hammer. Also in there helping. So they do a nice job. A lot of good options there at the Marco concession stand.
So yeah, some confusion of what was going on.
Yeah, we've now dropped the wait time down to 5 minutes, so maybe we had already seen the lightning about 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. They had 30 minutes on there, and then it got moved to 5. So it looks like we're going to play football here shortly.
Yeah.
Officials are still huddled up near midfield. Both teams are huddled up. Missiles down on the south end zone. Marcos.
Say the Marcos and Missiles have switched end zones here for some reason. Officials still conversing. Countdown clock is at 3.5 minutes now, so I'm assuming we're going to get going with some football here.
Other scores around the area, Lee Wynn, but we did see some light or storm delays or weather delays in area scores, so there is some weather out here. Lee Wynn 38, Dakota 0, Forreston 22, Morrison 7, Stockton 22, Fulton 0, that was in a weather delay. Dupac and Galena in a good one, that's 14-14. And Fenmore, Wisconsin leads EPC 12-0. And the NUIC, and the other 8-man score we had was Amboy 30, Flanagan 6. As I was told by the school cook here, Emily Dodd, this week, to not bring up any more lunch talk.
Oh, man.
She got some positives out of that.
Gonna
But
say.
that was our most talked about segment by far last week.
Easily.
Everybody seemed to enjoy the
I do
lunch
think
talk
it's
about it.
important to know that the beef shepherd pie that came back to that was a popular choice in my first hour driver's ed class. I had a lot of hands up.
Grandma's.
Yeah.
Grandma's.
Mr. Sherman always with the classic announcements in the morning.
Oh, yes, as we'll talk about the coming up tomorrow, Kurt, here at Tavern, silent auction items assisted by the senior class of 2026. So come support the Helfrich family. I know we're planning to be there tomorrow night.
Yep. Stop by and take pictures with the Cancation. No, I'm kidding. Come by if you're in the Milledgeville area.
Photogenic. We'll take a picture.
Yeah. If you're in the Milledgeville area, whatever, stop by. I think donation spaghetti. Then you can't go wrong with a spaghetti dinner. Really. I don't think I've ever been to a bad one. Check out the silent auctions items. I've seen a few of them coming into the school already. Looks like there's some good baskets available there. If you are in the Milledgeville area, anytime between 5 and 10, driving through, whatever, check it out. Help that family out. Talking to Keegan's brother, Jackson, he hopefully is going to be coming home soon. So we wish them all the best, and hopefully that benefit tomorrow can help them out.
Shout out to the Milledgeville Tavern and new ownership there as well. I was down for the wing and pizza night last night, and I got a passing grade for sure. The pizza was excellent. The buffalo wings, the sauce. There's so many ways a buffalo sauce can go.
Yes.
The wings were on point. So very impressed. And my kids both ate the pizza. That doesn't always happen.
Perfect. That's a win right there.
That's a win.
That's a win. Yeah, I hope to get in there and check it out. A lot of good new menu items, hearing good things. Life is pretty busy right now in the Folk household during fall volleyball and football season and
flag football season,
flag football season going.
Play season.
Laney is in dance and gymnastics. Nolan is in the play practice for the play almost every single night. So a lot of things happening, and Mrs. Folk, my wife Janet, pretty much runs it all. So shout out to her, super mom, during the fall season.
So it looks like we're going to resume action here. Milledgeville will be kicking to Polo. And looks like they do have a different man receiving on the sideline here, Kurt.
Polo Marcos as we start the
Up
second
front
half.
will be 54 and 52. Salinas and Dewey.
Yeah. I think Polo may be preparing for the onside kick this time. Brings out their hands team. Different men on the outside here for them.
We'll see who made the better halftime adjustments here. Spencer Nye set to toe it up for the Missiles.
Now kick it off for the Missiles.
Let's hope the weather stays away here for another half of football, Kurt.
Hopefully we can get in another 24 minutes here, weather free. No stoppages for you. About to kick it off here.
Nice kick. Going to be caught there by
He's going to have some room
Mumford.
here to the outside.
Got room to run. Mumford down the sideline. Going to be pushed out of bounds near the 30-yard line, I believe.
Mumford with return.
Yep, the 29-yard line. So that was not. I'm not sure you designed to
I don't think
poke it
that's
up
what
to Mumford in the front row.
I don't think that's what we wanted, was us kicking a high arcing ball to their best athlete on the field. I think some people didn't quite stay in their assignments there. Got pinched in a little too far. You got to stay in your lane on the kickoff.
So Mumford, he said he's an electric player.
Yeah.
Takes that kickoff down the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 29-yard line. By far the Marcos' best field position of the night. Stevenson under center. No. Ball's loose. Stevenson got back on it.
Yep.
Ball recovered by the Marcos.
Bad exchange there between him and Hart, I believe.
Yeah. Kind of a weird inside handoff exchange there. Just bad timing. Ball ends up on the floor.
So 2nd and 12 here for the Marcos. Ball back on the...
Quickly before this play, looking straight across from me here, I see Bryce Audie standing on the sidelines. It's his 21st birthday today. Celebrating it here at the Milledgeville football game. So happy birthday to Bryce, number 21.
1st and 10, going to be a pitch to Mumford. Gets turned back in. Dancing, going to be caught in the backfield. The flight of missiles led by Evan Shank.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Missiles had that one bottled up. They had the outside covered. They had the inside covered. Mumford there.
Loss of 2 more.
Looking for a place to go.
3rd and 15 now for the Marcos. Ball back on the Missile 34-yard line. Adam Merritt said, let's go. Appreciate you listening, Adam. He said they got lightning over there in Milledgeville.
Yeah, I've been checking our cameras to see if I could tell if it was raining or anything in Milledgeville yet a few times here.
Stevenson shotgun formation. Mumford off to his right. Reed goes in motion. Stevenson going to roll to his right. Finds Reed. Reed makes one man miss. Battling hard there on the sideline. Going to bring up about 6 yards, be about 4th and 9.
4th and 9.
Yeah, I thought Reed might have left a little early there on his motion, but must have timed it up right.
Josh Stepp wants to know if the blue bus is coming out of retirement. Have the K show. Josh, if you find the blue bus, we'll do a broadcast from on top of that thing.
Yeah,
about 7. Going to be about 4th and 8 now. Ball on the Missile 27-yard line.
Somebody brings that thing back. We'll broadcast from it every week.
Big down here for the Marcos. Shotgun formation for Stevenson. 2 out to the left. Harton in the backfield with him. Stevenson's going to be pressure. Going to fire it to Mumford. Mumford's going to have to make one man miss. Spinning for it. And I believe he's going to have it. Yep. He had to right up the sticks, and he got about 3 or 4 more yards.
They caught it there right at the first down, able to spin out, gets Connor Johnson there in the spin cycle.
16-yard line.
Marcos finding some success through the air here.
About gain of 11.
After pretty much the whole first half, I would say they had 0 success in the air.
So 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the 16-yard line of the Missile. There's Mumford. Mumford makes one man miss. Now he's loose down inside the 10 and going to be stepped out of bounds. Nice run once again for Mumford.
Big hit there by Connor Johnson at the end. Kind of looks like Jaden Promchenko came in and tried to just like shoulder him down. I don't think Mumford's going to go down just being shouldered. I think you got to grab a hold of that kid or he's going to keep moving. So Jaden's got to wrap up on his hits there.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 here for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 8-yard line. 9 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Polo knocking on the door here. Missiles lead 8-0. Double tight end set. Mumford behind Stevenson. Gonna hand it to Mumford. Mumford off the right side. Spins out of 1 tackle. I believe he's gonna have the first down.
Yeah.
About the 4-yard line.
1st and goal for the Marcos.
4 more there for Mumford. Like I said, that kid's always falling forward.
Yeah, Kurt said hasn't fallen backwards once this football game.
4-yard line.
Wind the clock, the official says. 1st and goal for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 4-yard line.
Defensive battle here, but the Marcos showing flashes. Their best offensive drive so far here. Found success through the air, now finding success on the ground.
1st and goal. Stevenson under center. Mumford and Salinas in the backfield. Going heavy option here. Gonna pitch it to Mumford. Mumford off the right side. Twisting. Gonna be just short. About down to the 1-yard line.
Mumford ball carrier.
This one's got to get a better push here.
Yeah, Marcos controlling the line of scrimmage once again so far here in the 2nd half.
Goal from about inside the 1.
Chad Selman says hello with the number 1 sign, I believe, but I'm pretty sure that's the number 1 sign.
That's got it. Is he trying to lobby for being the number 1?
No, you're still top 5, Chad. 2nd down and 1. Rushing to the line is the Marcos. Stevenson under center. Going to go quick to Mumford. Mumford reaching, and he's in. Mumford, 1-yard touchdown run, 7:48 to go, and the Marcos are on the board.
Yeah, just power there. Relying on their size in the front line there to push Milledgeville back. Didn't need to get far.
Great opening drive here in the 2nd half for the Marcos. They take the kickoff deep into Marco territory and able to convert. They go 29 yards, and Mumford punches it in on the 1-yard touchdown run. Now they try to tie it up here with a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, Mercer using every bit of a 6-foot 1-inch frame there to get that ball across. Like we said, always falling forward. If you add a body over 6 foot tall, that's going to give you some yardage.
Stevenson, shotgun formation. Mumford to his right. Reed split out to the right. Reed goes in motion. Stevenson going to drop back, throw it, and pass falls incomplete. Johnson there on the coverage. 2-point conversion, no good. 7:48 to go in this third quarter. Milledgeville 8, Polo 6. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. The Marcos answer right away to start the second half, Kurt, and we got a ball game here, just like we thought we would.
Yeah, I don't know if Marcos Missiles Battle of the Blacktop ever disappoints.
Squib kick goes over the head. Saunders is going to receive it, looking for room to run to his right. It's going to be tackled nicely there by 52, Dewey.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Missiles, ball on their own 35. Good coverage there by the Marcos special teams. We mentioned special teams can swing a game like this, Kurt.
And it might come down to that, the way these couple things. Interesting call on the opening kickoff by the Missiles with their squib kick that fell right in the hands of the best athlete on the other side.
I formation for Francis, gonna hand it to Promenchenko. Promenchenko off the right side. Fighting forward for a gain of about 2.
Jaden's got to be careful there. He's starting to lean a little bit forward in his stance. I think he's cramping up here.
Yeah, we hope it's just a cramp.
Yeah, I hope it's just a cramp.
That's what it looks like.
Yep.
Dautine and Brad Audie out here.
Out here, maybe cramping up in both legs. It's never a great feeling there.
So with that, we'll take a quick media timeout. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. Jaden able to hobble off here, but looks to be a cramp, so hopefully he'll return to action. Be 2nd and 8 here for the Missiles. Ball on their own 37-yard line. Shout out to Jeff Bardell, Jeff Bardell checked in, listening. Appreciate you, Jeff.
All right.
And wishing you the best on your recovering from back surgery. So best wishes to you, and thanks for listening or watching tonight. 2nd and 8 for the Missiles I formation. Francis going to hand to Nye. Another short game, maybe 1, maybe 2.
Wouldn't mind seeing the Missiles kind of stay with this run game, though, see what we can get out of it. You got to think we can stick with it. We're maybe close to popping one out here for a bigger gain.
So, 3rd and 6 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 39-yard line. Just under 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Milledgeville 8, Polo 6. Pistol formation for Francis. Nye behind him. And toss it to Johnson. Johnson off the left side, and he's going to be short of a first down by a couple yards.
Decision time here for the Missiles. Going to be 4th and 2 here.
Johnson, ball carrier. Be 4th and 2. With the ball on the Missile 40.
Gain of 4 there for Johnson.
It's easy to sit up here and
make it 4th and 1, Kurt. Got a little better spot than I thought.
They're probably definitely going to go for it here, 4th and 1.
4th and 1 here.
Maybe not.
Looks like they're going to punt it. That's a surprise.
Yeah.
Francis, shotgun or punt formation. Man, and they do punt it away. And Francis
time he got off a nice one.
His best punt of the night goes out of bounds inside the 20.
Have it inside the 20 are the Marcos.
Coach Robo playing the field position game here.
Yeah.
So down about the 18-yard line. So the Marcos get a 3 and out. They get a score on their first possession and a 3 and out, Kurt.
Yeah.
Now the Missiles defense needs to make a play.
Still trusting their defense here basically in this situation, that with the longer field that maybe they can hold up the Marcos this time. The Marcos did have that short field after the opening kickoff to the second half here.
Yep, able to convert a key 4th down.
Yeah.
4th and 9 on that play.
My son Miles shouting out our entire broadcast at home. He says that we are basically the ESPN of high school football.
Yes, appreciate that, Miles. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Stevenson under center. Stevenson going to hand it to Mumford. Twist his way forward for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, that play looked pretty dead to rights there early, but Mumford's still able to get 3 yards out of it.
Yeah, 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Ball just across on the Marco 21-yard line. 5:30 and counting in the ball game. Double tight end set. Stevenson once again under center. Stevenson gonna play fake, roll to his right. Stevenson now gonna tuck it and run. Stevenson cutting across grain, and he's seen Rayhorn there and cut back into Spencer Knight. Turns it in for a gain of about 2.
Just moved it up a little bit there. Initially had him for about
He's up 3rd and 5 with the ball. Marco 24.
So another, I don't know how many times we're going to say it today, Kurt, but another big down here. 3rd and 5, ball on their own 24-yard line. 4:45 to go in this 3rd quarter.
I'm going to assume it's a situation where it's not the last time one of us two says it either here, but you got to imagine the Missiles
going into Mumford's hands here.
Yep.
Stevenson under center. Gonna pitch it to Mumford. Mumford off the right side, and he's gonna have the first down, but penalty flag. I believe we're gonna have a hold coming back here, Kurt.
Yeah, those plays got to be
Shank got
back.
drugged down.
Yeah.
Holding against the Marcos.
So wipe off a 3rd down conversion there. Marcos' 4th penalty.
Missiles got the penalty they needed there. Now they got to step up and, again, on a 3rd down play, keep their assignments here. Force the Marcos to punt on 4th down.
And now you can't just have a stupid penalty yourself and give a first down here. Well, 3rd and 15 now for the Marcos. Ball on the 14-yard line. So we're approaching already the 4-minute mark of this 3rd quarter.
This game flying by compared to others.
Austin has dialed up here. Shotgun formation, Hart to his left. Mumford split out to his left. See if maybe they go deep here to Mumford maybe. Stevenson bobbles the snap.
We're going a double move
Going to do a double move, throwing it up to Mumford. And toe tapping in, it's caught. What a catch there by Mumford across the 40-yard line, and the Marcos going to have a first down. Johnson just never seen the ball, Kurt.
Nope. Johnson never got turned around there. He might have had a chance on that ball. That ball was not a pretty spiral there by Stevenson. But Mumford just making a play. Toe taps in.
34-yard line.
Doesn't necessarily have to have both down.
About 30 yards on the play. 1st and 10 Marcos, ball on their own 44-yard line. That was great footwork there by Mumford to keep his feet in bounds.
Yeah, that's an athletic kid there making that play out here on the sideline.
So new set of downs for the Marcos, and they're out of the shadows of their own goal line.
Marcos re-grab momentum here with that big play.
Gonna hand it. Mumford's blown up in the backfield that time. Living good, nigh.
And Milledgeville all over that one. I think Polo's lucky the ball didn't come out there, and it might have because Esteban Salinas ends up with it.
Loss of 3 there by Mumford.
I think that was lucky ending up in the hands of Esteban there, as I think he was the pulling guard on that play, or maybe even end coming around. Play got blown up immediately by the Missiles defense.
So second down, loss of 3, second down and 13, ball back on the Marco 41-yard line. Going to split out. Mumford once again to the left. Shotgun formation for Stevenson. Mumford goes in motion, going to toss it to him off the right side. He's got some room to run. Mumford, nice gainer there. About 6 or 7 yards there.
Yeah.
Going to bring up a third and about 7.
Mumford gets the ball back past the original line of scrimmage. About another 4 yards there.
So 3rd and 7.
More manageable third down here for the Marcos.
3rd and 7, ball just near the Marco 48-yard line. 2:23 to go. My brother Mike said Jeff Salto wants a shout out. Appreciate you, Jeff, for listening. Says he enjoys our broadcast, so shout out to Jeff Salto. 3rd and 7 for the Marcos. Stevenson, shotgun formation. Mumford split out to the right this time. Now he goes in motion to the left. Fake it. Stevenson's going to fake it right up the middle, and he's going to have another Marco first down. Needed 7, he got 8. So 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile side of the field here. Once again, they were backed up moments ago on their own 14, Kurt. So second half has been dominated by the Marcos this third quarter here.
Yeah, this entire quarter, pretty much all Polo Marcos here.
Missiles have got to come up with a play to try to sway momentum here.
My dad checking in. I'm not sure where they're watching. I can't remember if they're footballing it this weekend or if they're staying home, but he thinks that they're going to try and slip Mumford out of the backfield here one of these plays. He's seen, played, officiated a lot of football, so he could be right. The Missiles are going to get
now
here.
I believe the Missiles jumped offside on the Missiles. Yep. They were towing the line, and the official says they were offside. Missiles' 3rd penalty of the ball game. And a greatly officiated ball game here so far tonight. A great job by this crew here so far in this ball game.
On top of it.
And you're interested in becoming an official, they're looking for more. Yeah. So now 1st and 5 for the Marcos. And Marcos don't need any help here offensively, Kurt.
No.
They've got things rolling here.
Missiles can't have that. They gotta see that ball, play the ball.
1:11 to go 1 minute to go now in this third quarter. Marcos driving once again. 1st and 5 for the Marcos, ball on the Missile 41-yard line.
Got to get out here on Mumford.
Mumford going in motion. Stevenson going to keep it off the right side. He's going to be met in the backfield, but he falls forward, gets near the line of scrimmage. Rayhorn gets a stop. No gain on the play.
There, sticks don't move at all. Spencer Nye came flying in to make Stevenson turn that back up to the middle where he met the arms of Carter Livingood, but he was able to still fall forward, not lose any yardage there for the Marcos.
So ball control by the Marcos here. Missile's only going to have 1 possession in this third quarter. Marcos only 2, and they're not even done with this one yet. So ball controlled by the Marcos.
They're going to start the fourth quarter with the ball here too.
Down to the final 10 seconds. They do have to run this play. Shotgun formation for Stevenson. Stevenson takes a snap, going to hand it to Mumford. He's going to be met in the backfield by a flight of missiles led by Spencer Nye. Loss of 2 more there for Mumford.
Yeah, you could kind of see that one coming there. That was
in the third quarter.
Missiles poised and ready on that one. Good stop here.
So that's
got to regroup.
Yes, after 3 quarters of play, Milledgeville 8, Polo 6. We'll be right back on the Missiles Media Network. try to find it out to Rowe down the, try to find it out to Rowe down the middle. Pass falls incomplete. Evan Shank got a hand on it there, Kurt.
Yeah, Evan Shank right there. Do you think the play fake held us up a little bit more?
Now decision time here for Coach Alston here. I bet they're going to go for it.
So I got to imagine they're going to go for it on this side of the 50. Your defense dominated the last time. The Missiles, they ran 3 offensive plays in the third quarter, I believe, is all.
Yeah. Ball control here by the Marcos, and they're going to go for it. Stevenson breaks the huddle. Reed split out to his left. Mumford to the right. Shotgun formation for Stevenson.
So the right call here by Alston. Your offense has been moving the ball. Your defense has been dominant.
Going to drop back to pass, and he gets it to
gonna be
him, but I believe he's short.
Yep, going to be short.
They're going to look.
Say the far official does keep moving here, but I do believe it's still going to be short.
Are they going to call for a measurement?
I don't think this is even going to require a measurement.
They're going to wait for the white hat. And missile ball.
Yeah.
Gain of 6 there. Stevenson found Mumford. But the Missiles get a big defensive stop here.
Well, that's what the Missiles needed. Now the offense has got to respond. My dad said he was on the same crew for 10 years with the white hat out there. So experienced crew here. If you are a young official, this would be the crew to try and get with, even just the shadow for a few games.
Evan Shank in at quarterback. Missile's going to run off the right side. He slips down in the backfield, and now we got a late flag. We might have a hold here as well. Holding on the Missiles.
Flag came in.
Do you make it 2nd and 13, though, Kurt, or do you go 1st and 20? I believe they're going to back him up.
I think you got to back him up. I do think it's a thought with the way your defense has been playing.
Missiles just can't get out of their own way here the second half. Now it looks like Francis is going to go back to quarterback here.
Trying to find something there by putting Shank at quarterback, kind of running the Wildcat there.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles now. Ball back on their own, looks like 28-yard line or so. Francis, shotgun formation, 3 to his right. Francis drops back. Gonna air it out to Shank, and just over the reach of Evan Shank. Pass falls incomplete. Francis has just been
just a little off tonight. Those are throws that he's been making the first 3 games of the season, just dropping right in the basket of these receivers. A little amped up, still a little anxious, even though we're in the 4th quarter, I would say.
So 11:27 to go. 2nd down and 20 for the Missiles.
Get Kyson, one of these senior leaders, get Kyson in that huddle, get him to breathe deep or something, get him to settle down.
Ball on their own 27-yard line. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation for Francis. Francis drops back. Ball tipped and almost intercepted there. That's that screen, and that makes us nervous every time we run it.
That ball is deflected, and that I thought that you were going to be calling a pick 6 there for the Marcos. Luckily for the Missiles, it finds the ground.
Missiles offense just all out of sorts, but credit the Marco defense here as well, Kurt. They've been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, a little off on the snap there. If you're running that screen, that's another big thing too. Screens are all about timing. So a little bit of the reach there on that snap.
3rd down and now 20 for the Missiles. I'm looking for Nye here, or Shank. Shotgun formation, Johnson and Mickelson to the left. Nye and Shank to his right. Francis gonna air it out, looking for Nye, and it's caught. Spencer Nye comes down with it across midfield. 1st and 10 for the Missiles.
Down for the Missiles.
Yeah,
30 yards on the play, Francis to Nye.
When a play needs to be made, go to your playmaker. Like I said, team leaders step up, settle down Kyson. Just say, hey, deliver me the ball.
Yep, that's one of those. Spencer wanted that ball more, Kurt.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on the Marco 45-yard line. So we approach 11 minutes to go. Francis under center. Gonna hand it to Johnson. Johnson bobbled it. Pushes the pile forward for a gain of about 3. Preach ball security.
Yeah, say Missiles still got to get some of this stuff cleaned up. We can't be hitting our holes, not securing the ball.
Give Johnson 4 on that carry.
Kyson maybe with a little bit of a high hand off there. I think he's got to get that more in Johnson's chest.
Ball on Polo 22.
Second down and 6 for the Missiles. Mark Worsama watching from 300 miles away. Appreciate it, Mark. A bus driver that has bailed me out several times this season. Francis, pistol formation, gonna toss it to 9. 9 off the left side, cuts it back up, and Spencer just does a good job of getting low there, Kurt, and he gains about
He made the stop.
3-4 more.
Like a basketball player driving to the basket, you just got to get lower than your defender
ball
set
on the Marco.
to attack the basket. Spencer does the same thing to get a positive game for the Missiles. Got to imagine Mark and Lisa watching down there in their lake home. If they're 300 miles away, maybe.
Yeah, we take invitations to
I
the
would
Lake
say.
Homes. So 3rd and 2 here for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 37-yard line.
Go ahead and throw that invitation in the bus garage next time you're down there, Mark.
Francis under center, double tight end set, I formation behind him. Hand it to 9, 9, lunging forward. He's
get it
gonna
to him.
have it, I believe. It's gonna be close.
Johnstone with the stop. 9 and carry.
So give him 3 yards.
Marco, 34-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. A shout out. Picture of the volleyball team or Missile student section there. They've had the energy all night. Missiles come quickly to the line. Francis, shotgun formation. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Francis takes a snap. Gonna air it out, looking for Shank, and that one just off the mark.
Out of bounds.
Pass falls incomplete.
Again, just something off there from the beginning. Francis had stepped back early and the ball wasn't snapped. The official wanted to call an illegal procedure there. He reached for his flag, and I think realized it was the quarterback.
So 2nd and 10 here for the Missiles. Johnson and Nye, I formation, double tight end set once again for the Missiles. Gonna hand it to Nye. Nice! Breaks one free. Ball's out. He got it back, but Nye just about broke that one, Kurt.
Yeah, he was an ankle tackle away from taking that one to the house. I'm not sure how that handoff got off.
Gain of 6.
And truthfully, the entire Polo coaching staff
that
yelling
goes all
trap,
over
yelling
that.
trap,
They see that
yelling
one
trap.
And he still gains 6 yards. 3rd and 4 for the Missiles. Ball on the 28-yard line of the Marcos. Pistol formation for Francis and the Missiles. 8:30 to go in the ball game. Gonna toss it to Johnson. Johnson off the right side has blockers up front. He's gonna have the first down and some more. Gonna be pushed out of bounds
First down, Missile.
near the 20-yard line. So gain of about 8 there for Johnson. That's
1st and 10 for the Missiles.
about the best run for Johnson all night there.
Yeah,
20-yard
say
line.
patient that time, but then went quick when he had to and hit the hole hard.
The Missile somehow could take 8 minutes and go 20 yards. Kurt.
Yeah, that would be nice. This is big, though. You score, you get your 2-point conversion.
Yep, got 20 yards away, though. Living Good looks like he's going to take the snap. Wildcat formation. Living Good right up the middle. Bowling through defenders, and nice gainer there for Living Good. He's going to gain about 6.
I haven't said it yet this week, but he juked and jived a little bit in the hole that time, too, but also just rammed it down their throats a little bit as well.
Gain of 5 there for Living Good. 2nd down and 5. 7:40 and counting in this 3rd quarter. Same formation, shotgun formation, Saber and 9 the backfield. Call this formation the dozer. Living Good off the right side.
Living with the ball carrier.
Gains about 3 more maybe.
Gets a few more there.
At the stop.
Was stood up there.
Gain about 2. Going to bring up about 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
You're running right into the strength of this Marco defense here, Kurt.
With the ball on the Marco.
Say Rowe was in there on the tackle.
Ball on the Marco 13-yard line. So we approach 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Milledgeville 8, Polo 6. Wildcat formation for Living Good and the Missiles again. Gonna hand it to Nye. Nye off the left side, looking for blockers. Lowers his shoulder. He's gonna have the first down, but now we got a flag on the play.
A flag on the play.
Another hold.
Hold against the Missiles, and that's a backbreaker.
Yeah.
Would have been 1st and goal, and now we got a hold on the side, right in front of the Marco sideline.
Yeah, I didn't see who was out here. I know Evan Shank was out here trying to get a clear out block. I saw them throw shoulders in, but who knows what they...
Set a 1st and goal about the 8. It's going to be 2nd down, or 3rd down, and about 3rd down and 13. Huge penalty there.
Yeah.
6:50 and counting. Now shotgun formation once again for Francis and the Missiles. 2 to the right, 2 to the left.
Missiles here stabbing themselves in the foot a little bit here. They got to convert.
Francis going to keep it. Quarterback draw right up the middle. Spinning forward, spinning forward. Turns it into a positive gain. Going to be 4th down and about 8.
Clock, don't need to stop.
Getting about 5 there for Francis.
4th and 8. Ball on the Marco
4th down and 8 here for the Missiles.
23-yard line.
Nice job by Francis that time, though, being a little willing to take on Plaquenil to get those extra couple yards. Pushed us across the original line of scrimmage there.
4th and 8. Ball on the Marco 18-yard line. Missiles need to convert here. Need to get down to the 10.
Is this a big play, or?
Yeah, I think this would qualify as that.
Okay.
Under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Francis rolling to his right. Gonna air it out to 9. He's got it! He's gonna take it in the end zone! Touchdown, Spencer Nye, the touchdown guy! 18 yards, perfect route, perfect ball, and the Missiles lead 14-6. Who dove over there, Kurt? Was that Reed or Stevenson? I'm not sure.
I think Reed was on the coverage over there, wasn't he, diving for that ball?
We'll see if we get a replay. 18 yards. Francis comes up big.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot in our Amboy game. Spencer Nye just runs a great route. Like, he said it himself.
Big play here, Kurt. This could make... Oh. What do we have here? Too many players on the field for Polo. This is 8-man football.
Yeah.
They were playing with 9, I believe.
Playing with quite a few. They might have 10. Maybe just 9. All right.
So half the distance. Big there. Now, instead of from the 3, we're at the 1.5-yard line.
This is a big 2-point
I'm going
conversion.
bulldoze package here.
Say. Big 2-point conversion here. If you look at the way the score is sitting now, this makes it a two-possession game here.
Or do you just use your speed and get to the edge here? 5:48 to go. It is Living Good set to take this snap. The only thing that's bad about this is he's standing behind the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Living Good going to run it off to the right side. Living Good's got the edge, and it's good, but we got a flag. Oh my gosh, you're going to have a hold. Oh boy. That was wide open there, but they call us for a hold.
Yeah.
And that keeps the Marcos in the ball game here. 6 penalties now for the Missiles.
Yeah, can't have that. Again, I'm sure there was a hold out there. We got a veteran officiating crew out here. But just, you got to understand that you were coming from your 1.5-yard line. You've got one of the premier athletes in the league taking the ball there. Just put a shoulder on a guy, get in his way.
So 5:48 to go now. The 2-point conversion from about the 11.5-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to change the look of the 2-point conversion.
I formation. Francis under center. Francis just going to pitch it to Johnson. Johnson going to air it out to Shank. He's got it! 2-point conversion, good! Grenoble goes into the bag of tricks.
Yeah.
The Roadhouse menu works, and the 2-point conversion is good. Missiles lead by 2 scores, 16-6.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to go away from the rules, even though they work. Get into the other heart of the menu there, the Texas Roadhouse menu. Good call there by Coach Grenoble on that 2-point conversion. That is huge. This is now a 2-possession game for the Marcos.
So 18 yards on the reception for the touchdown. And then Johnny fires a nice ball to Shank. 2-point conversion good. And the Missiles lead 16-6, but still a long way from over, Kurt. 5:48 to go. You got, you had somebody, Mr. Folk Jackson shouted out.
All right. I'm assuming Jackson Foltz, maybe?
So now let's not run that play where we kick it to Mumford.
Yeah, so maybe a little something different. Let's find out where Mumford's at on the field and kick it the other way or deeper.
He's on top of the lowercase d here, Kurt.
Yeah.
So 5:48 to go in the ball game. Missiles lead here 16-6, and what a ball game this has been so far here, Kurt.
Yeah, this is
Two great defenses. Nice set to kick. Stevenson back deep. Got Mumford and Reed up close here for the Marcos.
been quite a football game, folks.
Spencer Nye to toe it up. Waiting for the all clear. He's got it.
Shout out came from.
And he's got it! Yes, the Missiles have recovered it! The Missiles recover it across midfield. He waited for it to cross right at the 50, and he jumped on it. Spencer Nye with another play in this ball game.
What discipline by Spencer Nye to let that ball roll the 10 yards it needed to go. Nice kick here. Calls his own number. Did a nice job.
Here's the
kicking
replay,
it to
Kurt.
Mumford.
He did a nice job not touching it early. He cannot touch it. You can be hovering over it, but you cannot touch it. And he did.
Perfect timing. That ball crossing the.
He was falling over it. Great camera work there by Lily Miller. First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 49-yard line. Shank in at quarterback. Shank, and they're going to drop back to pass. Looking for Livingood, and he's got it. Livingood down near the 20. Outrunning defenders, makes another man miss. Get out of Livingood's way. He's going to take you for a touchdown. Livingood 49 yards. He was just not going to be tackled.
No, Livingood was going to get in the end zone. Livingood wanted to put an exclamation point on this game.
Livingood might have just sewn up the player of the game there, folks. Fighting his way through three Marcos. Shank delivers a strike. What a play call by Grenoble.
Another great play call. Evan Shank, we've been running him in the backfield. Thinking Wildcat, we slip Carter Livingood out again, and Carter Livingood, was not going to be denied. That was Carter Livingood said, get off me, I'm getting in this end zone.
That was awesome to watch. You think he's tired of playing line, Kurt?
Yeah,
He says,
that could be it.
Get me out in space.
Right.
Two scores within 13 seconds of each other, Kurt.
Rightfully slow. Livingood is going to get a breather on this two-point
I think
conversion.
the Missiles might take a timeout here, catching their breath. I think I might need to catch my breath as well,
I
Kurt.
think everybody was pretty amped up on that one.
We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. We're going to show a replay of the Shank to Livingood connection. Great form. Livingood, one Marco down, two Marcos down, three Marcos down.
Off me.
Beast mode, Carter Livingood. That's farm strong, Kurt.
Yeah. Oh, the advantage of growing up in Milledgeville. Throw some hay bales around. You'll be a good football player.
Another two-point conversion try. We both kind of reacted to Coach Grenoble. You never know he's going to call.
Yeah.
As we both, we're like, we're passing?
It worked.
Francis, shotgun formation. Two to the right, two to the left.
Got the breather he wanted with that timeout.
Yeah. Now you get to go play guard.
Yeah.
Francis, shotgun snap, looking left. Throws it to Benny. Pass falls incomplete. Two-point conversion, no good. 5:35 to go in the ball game. Milledgeville 22, Polo 6. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. welcome back here. Spencer Nye to tow it up again here. It was a quick 13-second scoring drive. Shank to Living Good after the onside recovery by Spencer Nye, the big play guy.
The nickname just keeps growing.
It does. A deep
Nice
kickoff.
boot.
Stevenson inside his own 20, about his own 15. And he's seen Saber, and he run the other way, and he's going to be tackled there nicely by Mickelson.
Nice tackle by Benny Mickelson. He didn't see Mickelson coming the other way, but he saw Saber coming the way he initially started the run and thought better of that. And then Mickelson said, "Don't come my way either, dude."
17-yard line.
Cody Buckman said that was awesome. Varsity Blues Billy Bob action.
He's carrying people on his back.
Local legend and field expert Mark Downey watching from Fulton.
All right.
So now the Missiles here, Kurt, you got to keep everything in front.
Say, just
Make them drive the ball.
keep your assignments, make your plays. Say they got to move the ball a bunch of times here in 5 minutes.
Stevenson going to drop back to pass. Looking across, Mumford, batted down nicely by Cameron Daughtine over there.
Couldn't come down with that one.
Speaking of, I thought we were going to have to call him up here for you, Kurt.
Yeah,
You
Might
cranked
have been on purpose. These chairs up here are comfortable, but they've got that type of. I reacted a little bit to the Living Good touchdown and thought I was going down, so I braced myself.
Yeah, we could flag him down with that lettuce he's got, the flow out the back.
Just
Gives a little shimmy and just drives the women crazy.
it does. It does. Wouldn't know what that's like.
The Parkman shimmy from Major League. So 2nd and 10, clock stopped here, 5:25 to go. But yeah, hopefully you're pulling through. It looks like you're.
Yeah, I'm good. I stretched her out a little bit. All's good. I got to stop doing those squats in the morning.
2nd down and 10 here. Stevenson shotgun formation. Low snap, but gets it. Going to be pressured, stepping up. He's got time looking for Reed. That pass falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Say if you can, I don't think they can do it. They got the weapons with Reed and Mumford, but this is not a game that the Marcos like to play here, Kurt.
No, I'll say this isn't their style necessarily. They're capable of doing it, but this isn't the situation they wanted to find themselves in, where they pretty much have to go to the air exclusively.
Just like to get a little more pressure if you're the Missiles here. Stevenson's had all kinds of time. The Polo line, both ways, has done a tremendous job in this ball game. That was the matchup I was worried about, and they're as good as advertised.
Yeah, it was a 13-second span there, like you said, that kind of had the Missiles pull away in this game. Otherwise, this second half was trending Polo Marcos up until that 13-second span.
So Stevenson dropping back to pass. Going to be pressured by
Ray Horn.
It's going to be intercepted. Evan Shank comes down with it, throws it into triple coverage, and the Missiles have another turnover.
Shank intercepted the pass.
That's my wife, Julie Scholl, listening and watching. Says how awesome of a job we do, so we appreciate that. Because we are Missile fans, but we respect our opponents, and especially this Marcos. Like I said, we get excited. I hope we get excited both ways. But yes, thank you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of
great
respect
football game
for this Marco team. Every opponent we play.
Yes.
I think we try to at least have a good, fair broadcast.
Francis to Nye, flag on the play. Maybe Missiles left early, not sure.
Yeah, it's tough to say to stay totally biased when we know the kids on the field so well personally.
Dan Neville says the Roadhouse menu strikes again, but yes, we do our best. Like I said, we bleed orange and black.
Yeah.
The next couple weeks here, we've got WCCI broadcast with all their local teams. River Ridge, West Carroll will do the same for them. What was that flag, Kurt? I didn't see what the call was. 5-yard penalty on the Missiles.
The ball is from the Polo 41.
Some kind of illegal motion penalty there or false start.
Adam Merritt says, smells like Blacktop for breakfast. Nikki Ebersold commented. Jaden Promenschink off the right side. Nice tackle there. Plockno out there.
Yeah.
Stevenson out there. Loss of 1 that time for Jaden. This is a hard hitting. Both these teams are going to feel this one tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd say it's going to be an ice bath kind of day tomorrow potentially for a lot of these kids out here. We talked, I mean, the first 3 games of the year that we've had, even that Amboy game was a hard-hitting one, but even then we kind of out-hit Amboy, I would say, in that game. This is the best match physically the Missiles have had, I would say, in terms of it being given back to them. That Amboy game was close.
So we approach 4 minutes to go, 4:10 and counting as Francis goes under center. I formation behind him. You're good with 3 downs and a punt here, Kurt, if it happens.
Yep.
Gonna hand it to 9-9, met in the backfield nicely. Salinas,
Stayed the stop.
no gain on that play.
He's up 3rd down. Guys,
And we got a timeout, Polo. We'll just keep it here. I want to thank our sponsors here once again. They are the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millville Tavern, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson's Processing, Smith Farming Court, Boss Roofing, FBFM, Kness Heating and Cooling, Premier Auto Studio, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, Wally's Place, McKenna's Flooring, Rock River Lumber and Grain, Prairie Lumber, R&H Seed Solutions, and Carly's Courts. Thank you, sponsors. I'd like to mention tomorrow night, once again, if you're in the Milledgeville area, go to the Millville Tavern. We got the fundraiser for the Helfrich family, benefit dinner and silent auction. 5 to 10 tomorrow night at the Millville. Silent auction ends at 9. Come and say hi to the K&K show.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Go and get some spaghetti. Say hi. Like I was kidding a little bit, but take some pictures. I was telling some kids today, I was telling them that we're the most popular YouTube channel in the world, and they said, I thought that was Mr. Beast. And I said, well, we're the most popular YouTube channel that covers missile football.
By far.
Easily.
Yes. No, we're not like someone where we're top 5.
No.
We're top in Milledgeville for sure.
Number 1.
So 3rd and 17 here for the Missiles. Francis under center. 3:54 to go. Francis gonna hand it to Johnson. Johnson gonna be met in the backfield. Flying in there was Perez. First time calling his name tonight. Eli Perez, Jr. Another timeout by the Marcos. Loss of about 2 more for Johnson there, so not a great drive for the Missiles, other than they took a little time off and made the Marcos use 2 timeouts, Kurt.
Marcos had to use a couple times out, took some time off the clock here. We're looking at a 3-possession game now, so not much needed there by the Missiles.
Oh, sorry, Kerry, I had seen your message earlier. I don't know if you and Oakley are still listening, but we appreciate you tuning in. And Oakley came in clutch again with a cheese stick at lunch for.
Nice. Nice.
Came through with a snack. When I get called over to the kindergarten table, it's usually something good. Always entertaining, nonetheless.
Always entertaining. Whenever I'm called over there, it's to open something.
Yeah.
Bags of chips, yogurt, cheese sticks.
So 4th and 19 here. Francis back to punt. Good snap. Francis, good kick.
It's a low
Bounce and
go.
Gonna go inside the 10, about the 5, up the sideline. Stevenson. Good return there. Tackled there by Spencer Nye. Who was striding out there? Was that Jared down the sideline? I couldn't see.
That was Kurt.
Was that Kurt?
I think that was Kurt running down there to meet him for that tackle. Kurt Francis.
Almost had the Deion Sanders high stepping going down the sideline there.
I've seen Kurt a little bit on the sideline. He gets animated over there. I like it.
They're excited to be the chain gang.
Yeah.
It's been 4 in a row.
Wow, so they get 4 chances in a row there.
We've got to get with Jess Roble for some chain gang shirts here. The high step on the sideline doing the stats.
Is Kurt?
I don't know if Kurt's on. I think he's just stats.
He's just stats.
We can get a stat shirt.
We can get a stat keeper shirt for Kurt. Call him Neon Dion. Kurt Francis over there.
1st and 10. Stevenson dropped back, gets it low to Mumford and incomplete.
That was going to take a good catch there by Mumford.
Mumford still incomplete.
Chad once again signaling we're number 1. Appreciate you, Chad.
Man.
Believe it or not, he's going to get some light switches changed in Chadwick, I believe. It's only taken about 2 years, but he said maybe tomorrow.
Who's got some time, huh?
So, I said, already?
Do we need to get Chad on the underlights here that Polo has that kind of illuminate their
Yes, Adam Drinkall mentioned that.
track.
Nice underlights here, little ambiance.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 here for Marcos. 3:33 to go. We've been on 3 minutes forever, Kurt. Stevenson going to be pressured and dropped by Saber. Down he goes. Flag on the play. We might have a hold here on the Marcos as well, which should be declined.
Yeah, that's a hold. They were holding Carter Livingood there. Carter Livingood was just bull rushing somebody, and the only chance they had there was to hold on to him, but Saber did his job as well.
Yes.
Penalty declined.
So the clock should continue to run here as well.
Yeah,
Wind the
decline.
clock unless they're going to take a timeout.
Say decline that, get the clock moving. Yeah, how long have we been on 3 minutes and 27 seconds left?
We scored the first time, well, I guess it was at 5:48, but it's been 3 minutes. They're not winding the clock.
Brian Simpson, once again, thank you. He says, K
Now
squared
it goes.
show, awesome job, even when we do get a little excited.
Yeah, clock was about 10 seconds late starting here, but now it goes. So 3rd and 18. Not lost. Stevenson standing in his end zone. Going to get it out to Reed. Reed not going to get out of the grasp of Spencer Nye.
Nope.
Short gain
Stays
from
in
the
bounds.
4 to about the 7 is it.
Down.
3 yards to Reed. Under 3 minutes. We've reached under 3 minutes now, Kurt. 22-6. Scott Fredericks checking in. Scott Fredericks, he's a closet Cowboy fan, believe it or not. I have pictures of him in a Romo shirt, I believe. Stevenson going to punt on 4th and 16. Spencer, just let it go.
Nope, he wants it.
Nice.
Why not?
Yeah.
Field punt. First and
Missiles
10 for the Missiles.
are 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Kurt, from the trophy.
Yeah.
Returning back home to Milledgeville.
Say, trophy comes home to Milledgeville, and then if we meet again, hopefully it's not the same fate.
Yeah,
that
we
it's
don't
the
want
last
this to
couple
play
years.
out like it has the last
No.
2 years. Let's just not play him in the
I would
playoffs.
say maybe find
we
a way
get on
to
the
not
opposite.
beat them there, yeah.
Or if we do, let's meet in Monmouth.
Meet in Monmouth.
That
Say,
would be
That
awesome.
would be a good one. And if we did, could we find a way to just play it maybe in Sterling?
Yes, as we're good. Yeah, we wish Polo the best the rest of the season. But yeah, to meet these guys in Monmouth would be awesome.
Yeah.
They're going to be right there.
Oh yeah. I think this 1 and 2 was advertised correctly.
Yep, they're every bit as good as Amboy. Us, Amboy, Polo. West Carroll's in the mix there as well. As West Carroll only lost it by 10 to these. Shank running hard, but well, it's turned into a flag fest both ways here, Kurt, here at the
Another
end.
hold here again.
We're just talking you guys up, too.
No.
False start against.
False start.
I know you guys want camera time.
Yeah. I feel like a false start should have been blown dead early.
5-yard penalty.
So
But
I don't know if they meant a legal procedure there or.
no, like I said, this crew has been really good all game. Some big penalties both
Yeah.
ways, but you got to call it when it's there. It had bit like
Yeah, they've called it
Yep,
both
consistently
ways.
both ways. That's all you can ask for.
All you ask. Yep, that's all you ask in any sport. Consistent both ways.
First and 15 for the Missiles.
Call it with
Ball on
confidence. Know what you're doing.
Shank running hard up the middle. Evan plowing guys, and he's going to spin out. Evan's going to take this one to the house. He's going to go 42 yards for a missile touchdown. Evan Shank puts an exclamation point on this one, Kurt.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't put away before, it was put away now. And I think the dejected look there of J.T. Stevenson laying down on the ground as Evan Shank slipped away from him kind of says it all. This is going to be a game where the score
Does not indicate
the way this game went.
Through 3.5 quarters, the momentum was wearing Polo side.
Yeah,
It was 8-6. Milledgeville somehow had the lead.
This was a Polo-dominated second half. And, yeah, last 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes yet, last 4 minutes here have been all missiles.
As we have another timeout taken, we'll take a quick one. We'll be right back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here. Missiles going for 2 for Wagoneck. Great broadcast. Him and Axel at home just got done picking corn, so appreciate you boys listening or watching. Evan Shank, Spencer Nye, other votes. We try not to give it to a repeat player.
Yeah.
Those guys that already had it. But Carter Livingood's in the running as well. The 2-point try, Evan Shank. Gonna run it off the right side. He's gonna be met nicely there by Rowe.
Yeah, nice tackle there.
David
by
Rowe shuts it off, 2-point, no good. 1:52 to go in the ball game. Milledgeville 28. Milledgeville 28, Polo 6. We'll be back on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back, Kurt. This has been a fun one.
Yeah.
It's like this score of 28-6. This was a battle, a tight battle. Throughout the Missiles have pulled away late here, but it was 8-6 with 5:49 to go.
Say, don't read the score of this game in the paper tomorrow and think you know how the game went, because it does not show you how the game went at all. I would, just to throw something out there, I see number 54, Esteban Salinas, out there. He's been around all game. My wife used to teach here in Polo. She was a preschool teacher. She had Esteban in class. We occasionally see Esteban when we go to one of our favorite places to eat in Polo, Esmeralda's. Come over here and get the steak chop tacos quite a bit. One of our favorite places to eat in the area, not alone just Polo.
He's had a heck of a game.
Yeah. Say, seems to be a good player here for the Missiles. I just know that I'm sure my wife had more of these kids in her preschool class many moons ago, but I know for a fact she had Esteban, and she'll occasionally see Esteban when we pop in there to get our steak tacos from Esmeralda's right here in Polo.
I think that was Jackson Strelo that commented earlier, Kurt.
Yeah, I saw that. Jackson, 8th grader at Milledgeville Junior High there.
So 1:52 to go.
Playing a little kickball on Friday Choice Day today. Jackson's a speedster.
Stevenson gets it to Mumford. Mumford spinning out of a tackle.
Hopefully see Jackson out here on the field someday as a future Missile.
20 yards there to Mumford for Stevenson.
Clock stops and out of bounds there. First down.
Let's get out of bounds. This game had a really good pace until the final couple minutes here, Kurt. My daughter Kinsley voted for Carter, her player of the game.
Yeah,
Stay tuned for post-game coverage here from the booth here in Polo.
Unless we get something crazy here from the coaches, my vote's going to go to Carter. Little things even that you don't necessarily see in stats. Pressure on defense, blowing things up that allows the linebackers to come in and make the final tackle, and he's going to get one here as we talk about him.
Hand it to Mumford, tackled there by Livingood. Gain about 7 more there for Mumford. So 1:30 and counting.
The father-in-law, Ken Eicholt, says another fantastic and entertaining broadcast. Thank you to both me and Kyle, he says.
Oh, looks like that was a false start. Marcos moved, but they're going to get the Missiles for offside.
Yeah.
Coach Roble looks befuddled over there. So another penalty here on the Missiles.
Coach Roble over there with his what just happened pose.
28-6, 1:24 to go. Miss Marcos trying to put another one on the board here.
Almost looked like he was waiting for somebody to put a Texas Roadhouse roll in each hand.
He would take that.
Yeah. I mean, if you wouldn't, you're crazy.
Yes, Stevenson shotgun formation. Mumford goes in motion. Stevenson looking right towards Mumford. Gonna have it incomplete. I believe had it for a second. Saber did a good job almost deflecting that pass.
Yeah.
.109 to go. So Missiles will have the short trek back to Milledgeville with the battle for the Blacktop trophy in hand. So meet at the bell, everybody. Let's have a big crowd there as the Missiles return.
The bell. Say, I know Miles was asking to come up, but I don't know that I probably don't have enough time to get home and get them before they're going to ring the bell.
Second down and 10. Stevenson shotgun formation. Hart to his left. Going to roll out, looking for Reed. Now pump fake. He's going to be pressured. He's got room to run. Stevenson inside the 20, down near the 15. Going to be knocked down. Did he get it out of bounds?
Say they're calling him in, I think.
Right, and seeing if he's stopping the clock for the first down or not. Gain of about 9 there for Stevenson.
Not quite a first down, and he didn't get out of bounds.
Down to the final 40 seconds. Third down and 1. Ball near the 15 or so. Stevenson. Down to the final 30 seconds. Shotgun formation. Stevenson going to run a shot off the right. Gets a lot of a miss, makes one man miss. Going to have the first down. The clock will stop there. It's going to be first and goal. Gain of about 5 there for Stevenson. Clock stops with 22 seconds to go. They reset the chains or just the down marker. Start the clock. Stevenson's going to spike it.
Clock it. But can get a first down here. Very close to the goal line, though. First down, basically a touchdown.
So, yeah, stay tuned. We'll see. We'll grab Coach Roble, the player of the game. We'll see if Coach Alston, he usually joins us as well. We'll see, but stay tuned for plenty of post-game coverage here from the booth in Polo. Always great hospitality here by Coach Alston, the AD here in Gorsney. They always get us set up. We always appreciate it. Class act over here in Polo.
Yes.
And a great concession stand.
Treat us well over here. Say, yeah, I had the cinnamon and sugar pretzel with the cream cheese frosting, personally.
Shotgun formation. Stevenson rolling right. Gonna throw it up to Mumford. Back of the end zone. No good. Incomplete. 14 seconds remaining. It should be now third down and 10. Should be third down, right? Then they spike it on first. Oh, no, there's a flag. That's why they haven't marked it down.
So we are going to be second down.
Second down. From about the 16-yard line, it looks, maybe. Second and goal. 14 seconds remaining. Stevenson, shotgun formation, Hart to his right, low snap. Stevenson does a good job getting it, just airing it out. Going to be knocked down a bit. Shank might have deflected it. Mumford tried diving for it, couldn't get it. So third down and goal from the 16-yard line. 9 seconds remaining. Evan Shank with a big game, threw a touchdown pass, ran a touchdown, or had a nice touchdown run, played great defense.
Evan Shank slowly trying to make himself the touchdown guy.
Yes.
Makes plays happen when the ball's in his hand.
Third and goal. Stevenson, good snap this time, gonna air it out to Mumford. Mumford has the catch inside the 5, or about at the 5, gonna be fourth and goal.
4.4 seconds remaining here, fourth and goal for the Marcos. That
says great job. Thanks for listening there, Pops. It's just outside the 5.
Yeah.
4.4 seconds to go. Could be the final play, Kurt.
Yeah.
Unless they score here, or it doesn't last 4 seconds. 28-6.
So betting allowed on high school sports? Could this score
sure somebody is somewhere.
Could the score potentially mess up any sort of spreads?
Yeah.
Or?
Kyle Kampmeyer had the spread at, I believe, 8, but he had a predicted a 10-point win.
Yep.
Stevenson, shotgun formation. Drops out, going to be pressured, going to throw it up for Reed. Pass falls incomplete. The time runs out, and the Missiles are going to win the Battle of the Blacktop here tonight by a score of 28-6, Kurt. And what a great defensive effort all night here by the Missiles.
Yeah, that's holding this team to 6 points, the athletes they have. That's pretty much what you wanted coming out of this game. It looked bleak for a while there with the Missile offense, but we found some success on the ground, through the air. Had a wild sequence of 13 seconds there. That was the Carter Livingood show, or the Spencer 9 Carter Livingood show, that really kind of opened things up. Evan Schenk got a touchdown pass in and got a touchdown run in. So good, hard-fought game by both teams here.
This was a great game. These are an old classic.
Yeah, another game to check mark on my list of favorite games I've called.
Yeah, well, this was just an old classic dogfight there between two defensive-minded teams. The Missiles come out top 28-6, but like I said, it was 8-6 with 5:49 to go. And then at the 5:48 mark, Francis on another 2 times, Kurt, we came up big on 4th down plays to score, and not 4th and shorts either.
Yeah,
the one was 4th and 18,
yeah.
One at 4th and 8. But Francis, 18 yards to Nye, who got out of a tackle and walked it into the end zone. Then the big 2-point conversion to put us up 16-6. And then an onside recovery and a quick strike Shank to Livingood. And just like that, went from 8-6 to 22-6 in a matter of 13 seconds.
Yeah, that onside recovery is huge, too. If you look at, Polo has a high-powered offense. They have athletes. They could have scored, even though it was 2 scores at that point. That onside kick and then immediately scoring after that was huge to basically put this game away. It was going to take quite the effort in the last 3 minutes there from the Marcos coming back from that score, and then Evan Schenk with the absolute exclamation point on the end there with that touchdown run where he basically said too, like, I want to score, get off me. Took it to the house. But what a football game. I said it, I don't not sound like a broken record, but you wake up tomorrow morning and you see the score in the paper. That score is not what this football game was.
Yes, as once again the Missiles get the win 28-6. We'll wait and get this player of the game. We'll get Coach Roble. But, yeah, just a great game tonight here. The Missiles come out and top, and always a hard-fought battle. As you're going to get the trophy presentation, Brooks. They're going to follow that as Coach Alston looking like he's got to make the trek.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Polo was planning on maybe giving that back, Kurt, as I believe Matt Scholl is going to have to run and get
it
the trophy. But this is one of the fun games. The trophy games are always fun. A lot of college games have it. The wooden shoe is probably the best known one around between Fulton and Morrison.
Now this is, you probably know, can't quite pinpoint the year that this started. I know it was always a thing when I was in high school.
Yeah.
The Battle of the Blacktop Trophy. There was talk of maybe redoing it because the last time I saw the trophy up close, you can definitely tell it's an old trophy.
As Barb Schenevelt, appreciate you listening. Corey Kendall listening as well. Thank you guys. That was a fun one. Like, that was a slobber knocker. That was the word I was looking for. A good old slobber knocker for the first 3.5 minutes before the Missiles pull away. But just get the senior group. Seniors die hard, Kurt, with the senior-led group. They made the plays when they had to. Spencer Nye on that other play that wasn't a touchdown. But was that a 3rd and long there, too, to convert that, where he just outfought a defender for the ball?
Yeah, your senior leaders making big plays. That's what, have the luxury of getting to have conversations with Coach Roble every day, basically. And he basically said that that's what's special about this team. Are they the most skilled team he's had in 8-man? Probably not.
No. Are they the deepest team?
They're not the deepest team by far, but he said what's cool is, your top 2-3 players are also your hardest workers. They're also your leaders. They keep the team together. They get everybody involved. They do a little bit of the coaching themselves. So that's what programs need to be successful, to be elite. You need that. And right now we have that. There's a reason the Missiles are 4-0. You know,
and played that's wins over Polo and Amboy. Yeah, 4-0. That's not a weak 4-0.
It seems like we kind of always have the toughest schedule, and I think we seek that out.
Yeah, Coach Robo loves it.
We have our conference districts, whatever we call them, in 8-man, and then I think we seek out teams to play. You know, going, getting the Missouri team to picking a game up week 9. I think it would have been easy to say, like, hey, we're probably going to make the playoffs. Let's just take that week 9 off. But I think I said it before on the air. This group of seniors didn't want to not have a week 9. Like,
here comes as Cameron Daltine has received the trophy. They finally got it out, lock and key, and the Missiles are going to rush over there. We'll see. I don't know if we got our camera down there yet. Yes, we do.
Yep, we're on it. Battle of the Blacktop Trophy.
Going to say usually they meet about midfield and transfer, but I believe was that Matt Scholl that has hustled to wherever that trophy was.
That might be the next Scholl question. Who can win in a sprint?
Yes, as the Missiles will get to pose with the trophy now. I know that meant a lot to the senior group as well. For the last time, whether they meet in the playoffs or not, the trophy is not on the line in the playoff game.
Nope.
I said hope these teams could very well meet again, but I know this senior group wanted to end with the Battle of the Blacktop Trophy back in the hands of the Missiles. As we'll see if we can, I don't know if our camera is still out there, maybe not. Is the camera still, nope. It looks like we've lost our cameraman. But there'll be pictures posted there. The Audi group is out there.
Check out those MHS Missiles photos on Facebook to see the pose with the trophy here, the Battle of Blacktop Trophy.
As like I said, they're getting their pictures taken. We'll come back here for our player of the game and more post-game coverage right here on the Missiles Media Network. Welcome back here to the press box here at Polo High School, joined by Coach Roble. The senior, our player of the game was Carter Livingood. Not sure if he's going to get up here, but
yeah, he's down there celebrating.
It's the trophy game, Coach. As they get, I know a lot of the seniors post with the trophy, so we let him enjoy it down there. But we'll get you a good old slobber knocker.
Sure was. Man, oh man.
Reminiscent of the Ridgewood game last year.
Yep.
Like whenever you guys get together, it's physical.
It sure was. I thought Polo had a great game plan. They made things real tough on us on offense. I felt like the first half we controlled the game, but at halftime it was the one-score game, and with Polo's weapons, we knew, man, it was just one play could make put them right back in it, and right there to start the half when we kicked off, it was supposed to be kicked behind the first group of players, and it went right to their fastest kid, and he took it to the edge and almost took it to the house, but we put them down, but they still got in, and right there as a ball game. I thought other than, a short field, our defense played really well throughout the whole night. Yeah, that was a key. You wanted to make them drive. Yes. If they're going to score, avoid the big plays, which you did. Yep. One long pass to Mumford on the side that I thought Johnson could have done a better job. Oh, yes. Yeah. He actually, I asked him, he said he thought they were both out of bounds. Yeah, they were real close. Yeah, and I said, it's just one of those things you got to learn from. You still got to make a play in the ball. Even if you're out of bounds, better be safe than sorry. And, that was probably the biggest play they had of the game. And I thought overall we did a nice job on defense because they gave us some looks we weren't expecting. But we did a nice job rolling with it and playing ball. Yep, it was 8-0. As in that first half, it's some key fourth down plays were huge in this game. Fourth and long. Yeah. Not ideal situations you want to be in. But that first one, I believe it was Francis to Livingood on a 4th and 18 from your own 33-yard line. Yeah. Just talk about sneaking. Carter looked like he enjoyed finally getting out in space instead of just playing guard the whole time. Actually, that was something I was watching through film, and I told Coach Gromo, like, hey, we got to run that play we ran the Dalton last year against West Carroll. He's like, oh, deal, that'd be a great play, and we hadn't shown it all year. And Coach Noble called it at the right time, and Carter's an athlete, and it was a mismatch, and he's a kid that will make plays when he gives an opportunity, and he made a great play in the ball there. Yep, and then he converted the 2-point conversion. Francis finding Nye, somehow backpedaling to about the 20 before it threw that ball, somehow got it into Nye. Do you know 2-point conversions are important in this type of game? Yes, I knew that was huge, and then also when we stopped them, that's huge. And all guys stepped up and made plays when we had to, and that's a big thing. That's a good thing about this group. They continue to make plays. Yep, they got it to 8-0, but the Marcos answered. Third quarter is dominated by Polo. Like you said, you gave them the short field after that return. You only had one possession in the third quarter. Wow. They made it 8-6, but you get a stop, hold the lead at 8-6. Yep. And then you guys go 3 and out, your first possession, and then they're driving, but you get a stop, and then after that you guys kind of take over. Finally, it was 8-6 with 5:48 to go, and then you guys end up winning 28-6. But the broke it open. Francis on a 4th and 8. Another one, yeah. Yep, Francis to Nye, who run great catch. Yeah, and he got through the tackle. I don't know if it was Stevenson or which Polo defender was right there, but he got through the tackle. And 8-man football, you make one man miss. Yep. And Spencer's hard to put in the ground in space. And this you look at the scoreboard here, and it looks not lopsided, but it looks much more lopsided than it was. That was a great game. Spencer, you don't look at him and think wide receiver. We've talked about this before. A great catch, and kept his feet and found the end zone, and that sort of got momentum on our side. Then to follow up the 2-point conversion, you convert. But a penalty. A penalty, yeah. That's what happens when you put a quarterback at line. We got to the Wildcat, put Carter back there, and you put the quarterback in line, he gets a penalty. He thought he had a good block. Well, I guess film will find out. But then to follow up, Spencer has that amazing onside kick that we recover after that score to really sways the momentum. You get you get a penalty on them to make it from the 1.5-yard line. Yep. On that 2-point conversion. And then you convert, and then you're back to your 11. Yeah. And then you convert that 2-point conversion, a little razzle-dazzle. That was the Johnny. Yep, the halfback option pass. Yep, to Shank to make that a 2-score game. Give you a little breathing room at 16-6. And then, another great play by Spencer on that onside kick
as boy, he was hovering. He didn't touch it,
Yeah,
but he was hovering over that ball as soon as
yeah.
it hit that 10-yard mark.
Yeah, that was a great heads-up play. I thought there was a hole there, or a gap that we could, we did that earlier in the year against Abundant Life and got it, and so we've been working on that. And Spencer did a great job, and that was a huge momentum because then we punched another one.
Yep, and then you get an answer right away. 13 seconds, you guys scored 2 touchdowns.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Went from
realize
8-6 to 22-6 in 13 seconds.
Wow, that's pretty great.
Is that when you had Evan Shank in at quarterback, finds Living Good, and that was the play, I believe we called it Farm Strong. On that play, as Living Good goes through 3 Polo defenders on his way to his touchdown there, Coach.
Yeah, that was amazing. I thought he was stopped, and he broke a tackle, then another guy came over. It just looked like he wouldn't be denied to the end zone. But, hey, that's why we lift weights. That's why we do all this stuff in the summer, and that paid off.
Yep, and then Shank ends it. 42-yard run. He busts through the line, broke several tackles himself.
Yes.
And like I said, we told Kurt, this senior leadership you've talked about, not only are they leaders, they're the hardest workers in practice.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, seniors die hard in a rivalry game that showed here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Coach Canola and I were talking that one of the big things this group has is you have your leaders are also your hardest workers, and that brings kids along. And that's what I think set this group apart last year, and I think that's continuing what set them apart this year.
Well, congratulations, Coach, as the trophies coming back home.
Yes, excellent.
to the Missiles here tonight. We told people, meet us at the bell tonight. The Missiles get the trophy back. And like I said, good chance we could meet these guys. But you told your seniors you might not be this could be the last time.
Yeah,
nothing's guaranteed in the postseason or whatever, so go get it tonight.
Exactly. You had one more shot. All our seniors were here and healthy, and you had to take an opportunity that we had, and they did that. So whatever happens in the future happens in the future. Right now we can celebrate this win, and then Monday it's back to work because we got a nice 4-game homestand coming up. Some home cooking for pretty much the rest of the season. So that's going to be a lot of fun to be at home.
Yeah, finally 4 games back at Floyd Dobb Field there, so return home next week against River Ridge.
Yep.
So enjoy this one, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, Coach Roble and the victorious Milledgeville Missiles. They get the win 28-6. We'll be back with our player of the game right after this quick timeout. All right, welcome back to the post-game show here from Polo, the press box in Polo, joined by the Rubies, Espresso, and Smoothie. Player of the game, Carter Livingood. Carter, one of the senior leaders on this team, and you guys get a hard-fought victory in the trophy game, the Battle of the Blacktop Trophies, coming back to Milledgeville. Just initial thoughts here, Carter.
I'm pleased with my guys. It was an ugly first half, but we persevered. This wasn't a pretty win. This was a tough win, and we showed that we can grit out the game and make plays happen with pressure on the line.
Like I said, I just tip of the cap to you, Carter. There's not many senior players who would go from an all-state tight end, and you led this team into the state championship game last year at doing the quarterback duties, just to do what's best for the team. And you go to guard this season. Just talk about that. And like I said, tip of the cap to you. There's not many senior athletes that would do that, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give it up to my teammates. They're adaptable, They're cool with whatever coach is going to have me do, and they support me 1,000%. My coaches support me 1,000%, and I think it means the world just to have your team behind your back, no matter where I'm at. So.
Yeah, like I said, this was a good old slobber knocker out there tonight. Hard hitting, which you guys have done all year, but Polo did as well. 8-6 battle until 5:48 mark. You guys finally break free, but you get the scoring to start in that first quarter. You finally break through. You get to go run a route. It's something you haven't done much this year, but talk about that. You got the matchup with Plockno and just beat him downfield there.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't miss tight end because it's a lot of running. I mean, I was gassed on the second touchdown, but yeah, Plockno's a great athlete. The Marcos are a very well-coached team, but we just caught him out of position once, and Kyson Francis threw a great ball, and yeah, it was just a nice play draw up by Brad.
Yep, as that got us on the board 8-0. Then you guys scored again, go up 16-6, and then you get free again on the pass from Evan Shank, put it right in your hands there. Let's talk about breaking through 3 tackles, just not going to be denied that trip there, Carter.
Yeah, I thought I was going to go down at first, but I knew my teammates needed me to get there, and I knew I was going to do whatever it takes to break through.
All right, now we'll go over. Let me grab the post-game comments here. So the Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies post-game, the athlete or the player of the game, Carter Livingood. Favorite athlete, Carter?
Favorite athlete? Growing up, it was always Russell Wilson. I was a Seahawks fan. I still like him now, even though he's not in the Seahawks. But yeah, he's kind of my idol a bit growing up.
All right. How about dream car?
Dream car, C8 Corvette, I'd say.
Okay. Dream job?
Dream job, probably designing tractors for John Deere.
All right. Favorite go-to Casey's snack? If you got to get something from Casey's.
Man, my teammates are going to flame me for this, but 2 boxes of chicken tenders, honey mustard, and a chocolate milk. That's my order.
All right. And last one, this was the hot subject last week there. The favorite school lunch. What is your favorite school lunch?
Oh, man, I bring cold lunch every day, but shout out to the cooks. Probably orange chicken and rice. That's probably the best.
Orange chicken and rice. Well, congratulations, Carter, our player of the game, and congratulations on bringing that trophy back to Milledgeville one more time here your senior year.
Thank you, sir.
That was Carter Livingood, and good luck next week. Finally, some home cooking. What's it mean to get back to Floyd Dobb Field here next week?
It's awesome. It's a great field to play on. It's a great opportunity. God gives us opportunities like this so we can show the fans what we're about.
Great crowd tonight, both ways, but I thought the Missile crowd was really good tonight.
Yeah, it was a great turnout. It means the world having the town at your back, and we appreciate each and every one of them that comes out and supports the Missiles.
All right, hopefully they all meet you back at the bell here, Carter.
Yes, sir, hopefully.
All right, that was Carter Livingood, our player of the game. We'll return for post-game wrap-up here from Polo. All right, welcome back here. We wrap up our post-game coverage from Polo here. As this was a fun one, Kurt. Like I said, the score does not indicate how tight of a battle this was. 28-6 with the Missiles get the victory. Trophies back in Milledgeville for this season anyway. But this team's got bigger goals up ahead of them here, Kurt.
Yeah, week by week we marked one off. Okay, like I said, circle the Polo game. Yep, circle the Polo game. We got it off. We got to come back home next week, do what we need to do against River Ridge. But, hey, catch us at Floyd Dobb Field the next 4 weeks. We're going to be there Friday night there. But the Missiles did what they had to do tonight. It was rough going there. It was looking bleak for a while. Like we said, Polo dominated that second half. They came out at halftime, made adjustments that they needed to make, and dominated that second half. Thankfully, our defense held up enough to only let them punch one score across, and then our offense got going. Mixing things up, bunch of different people in there. Kyson, Spencer, Livingood, our player of the game, Evan Shank, everybody helping out. So great game to call, a lot of fun. Fun calling these boys, fun following these boys and this team.
Yeah, this was a fun one, but like I said, I think hopefully the boys will enjoy this tonight. Coach Roble and the other coaches. I might even enjoy this one tonight a little bit, Kurt.
Yeah.
And then, on to River Ridge next week.
Yeah, let's go ring the bell.
Yep, so that's going to do it from our coverage. We'll be back at home for the next 4 weeks here at Floyd Dobb Field. A little home cooking before we battle a Missouri team to close things out. But looking forward to next week versus River Ridge.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. This has got to handle business that week, like we said, week by week. But we've got big goals, but you got to check them off. Smaller, more manageable goals as you go along.
Yep, anyway, that's going to wrap up our coverage. Once again, the Missiles win the Battle of the Blacktop here tonight, 28-6 over the Polo Marcos. The Missiles remain undefeated at 4-0. Marcos fall to 3-1. So thank you all for listening, and have a great night.